Ha! Let's get into it. Carrying on. Grenadiers are effective against armored and aerial units. I wouldn't know. I just kind of buy things and stick them on the map. Arg, hello. Building a factory on a country with low... Okay, never mind. Didn't want to read that anyway. All right. I always save the game right before I make my big money moves. Let me refresh myself on the board real quick. Oh, dear, oh, dear. We are back. It's true. Apologies. Yeah, yesterday I had a family event to attend. So, couldn't make it. How'd yesterday go? It was a mess. In a word, it was a mess. An academy could be useful, and they only have one armor out there. What do they have down here? A war factory. With 2 transports and 2 troopers. That seems takeable. That seems like a good place to make my money moves. But then again, I am sort of making some money moves over here. I like calling my war strategy money moves. Does that make sense? No. You beat RE7 again? Nice. Now, did you actually beat it, or did you just stop right about the time you got to the boat like everyone does? And they were like, oh yeah, game's not as good at this point. Just turned it off. You beat it. Ah, congrats. 3 troopers. What is 1 armor in here? I mean, that's his capital. Yeah, that's his cap. This is... Their AI is terrible, but they seem to at least know how to defend their capital. Because that's not a small force I'd be standing up against. Weird uncle get drunk again or something? No, not quite. It was, there was traffic when I was trying to go there, so I actually missed the event. I'm having to go to a dinner next weekend to, like, make up for it. Which reminds me, I should actually, like, start confirming that. Because I'm the one who had to make apologies and be like, we can do dinner next weekend, and that'll make everything better. Right. Should have messaged, like, when I was on the train or whatever. But hey. What are you gonna do? If I was organized, I'd have gotten there on time. Joe Baker is your boy? Oh, the DLC? People are real, like, hit or miss on the DLC. That one especially. People are like, it's so stupid, it's bad, and there's other people that are like, it's so stupid, it's funny. Righto. Hopefully that's, that pans out. Anyway. So yes, I could make a move. Can I make a move? 3 grenadiers and 1 bomber balloon. I could build more balloons. Oh, I remember I wanted, yeah, to, like, move some guys over here. Start, shoring up, as it were. Name of the game. The strategy of the day is shoring up. I did put a balloon up there just to defend it. I don't need a whole 2 armors if I have a balloon and a trooper up there. Which means you, if the fucking camera would move, can sail down here, unload. Yeah, shoring up a little. Oh, this is also just, there's no one in here. He has a balloon here, but, like, I don't think balloons can take land units. Traffic sucks. Know about the States. In Georgia, you got stuck on a single road and avenue. You should for over 2 hours. Oof. Yeah, no, I was about 30 minutes late and missed the event because there was like a 4-car pileup on the highway. Only here to say hello. What do you mean, Ellie? Your presence dazzles us so, and you only come by to say hello? No, you come by and we're wowed by your stunning beauty and grace, and then you leave, along with saying hello. The nerve of some people. Could send an imp fighter down against those troopers. I'm guessing guys on the ground with a gun, not as good against airplanes. Just a thought. You have a migraine? Ah, fair enough. Well, rest up then. Migraines are no joke. I got 33 bucks. I'm thinking another balloon here. How many cards? Sure don't. Okay. Thinking another balloon here. I can afford it, yeah. A balloon. And we're gonna put a balloon here so that I can start, you know, moving to take steel side over here. Well, I have this balloon. I could also really all my eggs in one basket, just take this thing. And why did he bother with this island? It's not connected, it's worthless. This island sucks. I guess it has 4 research, that's not bad, but still, that island isn't great. Strummer? I hardly know her. More so, I've mismanaged this a little bit. I could have put a, I think the War Factory came here. Could have put a bank here, 6 gold. Would have been smart. But anyway, I'll build a balloon here. Then see about maybe taking steel side, which shouldn't be an issue. Once I take it, I can probably move south, no problem, and take that War Factory. And then this War Factory that everyone seems to be ignoring with a free trooper and everything. Like, madness. And building units, moving people. Oh, Ron Flex, what are you doing all the way back there? Am I frazzled enough that I, can't be doing that? Ah, my siblings are fighting. I love that, taking each other out. Although once only one sibling and I remain, it's gonna be a little bit, you know, more obvious who's being targeted. Well, they just left Foxdale. I guess I can go and take it. The AI is so bad on this difficulty. You're at 81K. Hell yeah, Jetpo. You should spend some on game requests now so that I don't have like 1,000 games to play come my birthday. Anyway, yeah, I wonder who's gonna win. That's crazy. The guy with juggernauts beat the dude with a transport ship. Wild. Wow, Juggernaut beats transport ship. That's crazy. You never would have thought. Come on, like, what did that guy do? Piss all these guys off. That's a Devastator's, good lord. Yeah, that guy got devastated. That's an accurate summation of what happened. Tired of these GTA Online ads? Well, the funny thing about that is, wow, the dwarves really don't like me. Funny thing about that is, subscribe to twitch.tv/Tokenlad for an ad-free experience. Do you have Amazon Prime? Use a Prime sub. It's free. Imps work on Project O. Is Queen planning government takeover? I hope so. God. Make my life easier, wouldn't it? I'm man aboard the Raven. He tells us, lives to tell the tale after seeing experiments with new bombers. But we're taking a breather, I guess. My country immune to invasions and enemy cards for 1 turn. Good lord. Oh, what do you want?
Commander, I'll not pretend I am naive enough not to know that where our armies go, regrettable misbehavior sometimes follows. But I had no idea as to the scale of the transgressions committed.
Oh, dear.
Luckily, General Catherine caught a whiff of these unsavory practices and decided to fight them tooth and nail.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume this isn't some lighthearted revelry and mild destruction of property. It's still weird to me that you just shake your tits at me. I'm not complaining, it's just a very odd thing that you do. Yeah, that.
Ridiculous the trivialities General Catherine gets all hot and bothered about. So 1 or 2 of our own soldiers overstepped the line somewhat after taking yet another town or city.
Probably shouldn't do that.
They fought to the death. They not allowed some R&R? A cuddle and a fondle with some local belle?
I mean, consensually, yes, by all means. Fully encouraged, actually, if it's consensual. Everyone likes a good time. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume.
Commander, I have conducted a couple of surprise inspections of late to see
Well, now the
firsthand
surprise is
how our
ruined.
ground troops are conducting themselves in newly conquered territories. The result is exactly what I had expected. Atrocious.
That sounds like it could be confirmation bias, but I'm also hesitant to throw accusations around.
Swarms of fire-spouting locusts wouldn't do as much damage as the average cohort. They pillage left and right, and what is worse, rape every woman and girl they can get their ruttish claws on.
Alright, well that's a
Most
problem.
officers turn a blind eye, and those that don't get transferred behind the lines. This is nothing short of organized assault.
Well, I think you're underselling it, actually. Bit worse than that.
But I took matters into my own hands, Commander.
Ah, bravo.
The first
Promotion for you.
offenders have been court-martialed and hung for their offense.
It's hanged,
Touched
but
one
still,
last
promotion
time
for
by
you.
Angel lust, then limp and lethargic forever.
I see what you did there. Very funny, very funny. Carry on.
So I shall, Commander. The harvest from the hanging tree will be plentiful this year.
Oh, good. Oh, I think this actually might, like, severely damage my army's, like, numbers.
You might find it strange hearing this from me, Commander, but I quite agree with Catherine.
Ah, that's a pleasant surprise.
As far as women are concerned, the pleasure may lie in the chase and the kill, so to speak.
What?
But I don't take the hunting metaphor literally, whereas several soldiers do.
Okay.
To force oneself on a girl is detestable, and the men who do so should lose the weapon that's causing her misfortune.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad we all agree. No controversy here. Off to the research center. Alright. I have all, well, I suppose it's only 5. Practically free, really. Oh yeah, I have all my units at this point. But I can also just boost my shit, can't I? Good old mustard gas for the Zeppelins. And, oh, you get 125k by December, or just request them now. Huh? Only one guaranteed is late in 3, but if you request late in 3 now, I might spin it sooner, right? And there'd be fewer games I have to play in the long run. No, well. Of course, York's the only one who doesn't approve of that. Yeah, no, I seem to remember the penalty for this kind of like caught me off guard. By allowing, what do you have so many transports for? Where the hell are you going? What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the hell are you planning on doing with all them boats? Good lord. Anyway, yeah, it caught me a little off guard because it, like, slashes my numbers, but it does it randomly. So, that's not good. It's actually, even though it's one of the most morally correct things you can do, strategically, it's one of the worst things you can do. Because, yeah, if you can believe it, letting her just kill a bunch of your units, not great for the whole size of the army. I might just want to save and see, like, how this plays out. Kind of glad the AI is on stupid dumb baby mode, because I'm about to lose a bunch of units, and I'd prefer them to not just sweep across my battlefields. Also, I get to save money this way, and I can buy better units next turn. We don't need to see every one of their movements, thank you. Alright. Oh, somebody... that's an issue. Serpent Pool? You guys are taking Serpent Pool? Oh, that's crazy. My game went back in time. Wild. What are we doing plot-wise? Trying to conquer the world. Because my insane siblings have it right now. This guy skinned himself thinking he was a skeleton trapped inside flesh. This woman cut out her own tongue because she was crazy. And this dude's just kind of a butcher, like kills people for fun. And it's like, huh, my siblings, eh? Well, I'd like to see them slaughtered, actually. Skinned himself? Yeah, he was convinced he was a skeleton. What would you have done? Buy a couple armors. And we're going to go ahead and move a balloon in there. Along with an armor. Skip it. Alright, well, no one's attacking me, and that's what counts. Oh, gee, I wonder who's gonna... Oh, that's crazy. I think we've seen the odds get beaten maybe twice in this entire playthrough. Could be here. Probably not. Certainly wasn't. Although they took more casualties than I would have thought. Can you throw out some suggestion ideas? I don't see why not. Emperor cracks down on soldiers R&R. What do the R's stand for in this case? Hard to keep it up like this, officer divulges. Morale droops. Yes, the size of my currently deployed armies increases by decreases by 10%. Not ideal.
Once more, I find myself siding with Catherine, Commander. The army could do with a dollop of the feminine touch.
Oh, right,
which
you
is
get the
not
armies
weaker,
back when
but
you...
most certainly wiser than its male counterpart.
Right, you get the armies back when you promote the women. Which, by the way, she's right. Women much smarter. Men very stupid.
Commander, I do hope you'll not contemplate the madcap designs of General Catherine.
A woman in the army?
Who ever heard of such folly? Men lead, men fight. Women follow. Food provide. Every undead knows that rhyme by heart, for such is the will of the Seven.
York, have you ever gotten laid? I'm gonna bet no. Kirby Epic Yarn? Yeah, I'd play that.
Pestilence take me, Commander. If the vices of men aren't harder to stamp out than all the weeds in the wilderness.
True.
Where my inquisitors go, they wither. Where they leave, bloom anew in all their obscene glory. I merely try to protect women from the abject horrors that are rape and pillage, yet I find myself fighting a battle so uphill as to be vertical.
Well, pack some mountain climbing gear then.
To pinpoint the fundamental problem is easy. The army is run by men, for men.
Yep, that'll do it.
Now one can train a dog to behave, but men, lacking even canine cunning,
True.
one cannot. The solution to the problem is therefore equally easy. Replace them with women.
I get to see more women and less men? Well, sign me up.
I'm not even going to be unreasonable, Commander. I could have advocated mass sterilization, for instance.
Well, that seems like
No.
it's bad for the
I
population.
merely demand that you sack half of the male officers and replace them with women.
Sounds good.
They'll run the army better no matter how. And they'll see to it that not quite dogs, aka soldiers, either behave or hang.
You're lucky I'm a dragon, not a dog, and therefore see the merit of your proposal. I'll talk to you later. VVVVV. Classic game. Killer is Dead? I tried to play that once on PC, and it really didn't like me. Like, it kept fucking up and glitching. I guess it could be worth trying again. Maybe it's been patched, but yeah, the first time I tried to play that ages ago, it did not want to cooperate. Chosen based on merit, not anatomical features. Blindingly replacing officers can have very bad effects on the efficiency of the armies. It could. It could. Or women.
Very good, Commander. And how refreshing to meet one whose bark isn't bigger than his bite.
I assure you it is.
Actions speak louder than words, as they say.
My bite, very small, actually. Assuming we're talking about the same thing.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, thought you might have some opinions on that. True Crime Streets of LA? Sure. Alright, what do you want?
Elections you so graciously allowed us to organize are over, Commander.
Okay.
Rivlon will have its first president. And he is in this very room right now.
Are you?
None other than Sir Falstaff Silvervein.
That cuck?
The republic we lizards have so long sought to create is about to become a reality.
But him?
There now remains but the matter of your formal abdication. I trust you will do so, Commander. I trust you will hereby renounce all your sovereign claims and step down as monarch.
Are you? It's Falstaff, though. He sucks. Full offense, Falstaff. You're the worst. Like, really? Really? He won. Was I not in the running? All right, what does everyone think?
The road to redemption is paved with prayer, Commander, and you are in need of redemption indeed. So pray, and therein find enlightenment. It is not too late. Take back the throne and wear the crown the Seven have seen fit to put upon your head.
Look, I'm all for a fair election and all that, but like, part of me, recent events might be clouding my judgment, says elect somebody who's like good. And if you elect a complete moron tyrant who's only obsessed with money and his own image, actually no, don't let that guy be in charge. That's a bad idea. Now, I'm only maybe being influenced by modern events. Who could possibly say? Unbelievable.
Gods protect us, Commander. We hold one election and full staff wins.
I'm with you.
Curious how in some districts 100% of the vote went to him.
That is weird.
Curious how in others entire barrels of votes went missing. Is this what the future has in store for us? Duplicitous presidencies?
Well,
No. I'd rather you remain Emperor, Commander. I truly do.
Boy, the election sounded so nice on paper, and then,
Commander, even though it is I who won the elections and will take your place for some 5 years when we vote anew, I think you'd be a damnable dumbbell to let slide your sovereignty. Just dismiss these elections. You have that power still.
That's wild that even he's like, this, don't let me be in charge. With a stupid idea.
These last few days have been a horror, Commander. Posters of full staff everywhere. Oh, that silly grin. Full staff for president was the only cry you heard. And I swear there isn't a baby's cheek left in the land unkissed by that damnable dwarf.
Why did he do all that?
It would repeat itself every few years. Dear me, no. I beg you, Commander, remain our Emperor.
It's kind of weird that he did all that if he didn't want to actually get the position. WWE Crush Hour, there's a story mode. Yeah, but that would mean playing a wrestling game, and I don't like that. They're very not, like, intuitive or good. It's fun to watch the AI beat each other up, but I have no interest in actually playing a wrestling game. Will I step down in favor of a president chosen by the people? It's WWE Twisted Metal. Oh, so it's a racing game? Sure, fuck it then. Why not? Oh, man, in a 10 years ago, I'd have been like, sure, why the fuck not? But I really don't want Falstaff in charge. That's just a bad idea for everyone. So, you know what? Actually, but it had to be him. I almost would have preferred Yorick, almost. Much preferred, Trinculo over there. Hell, I'd have taken, Oberon. Don't MC and the Mage, want MC to be the world-ruling tyrant or something? Why the fuck hold an election in the first place? Prospera here, wants the world to be a republic with voted on, officials. And apparently so does the citizens, as the idea of a republic won the majority. But now staring down the barrel of Falstaff being elected president is like... him? Really? It had to be Falstaff who wins, huh? Part of me wants to look up spoilers to see if, you know, he, like, explodes or something and isn't actually president, but, man, that's not really in the spirit of things. Mario 64 released 29 years ago today? Wow. Hey, Nintendo, can I play it on a modern system? No, thanks. The idea is so good, but like, Falstaff though, really? Well, of all the people, it had to be Falstaff. Let me go do a bit of science while I consider this. What do you think of this madness?
How can I be of
Thanks, Grumio, always there for me. What's in Master? They're 40, and there's no units at this point anyway. I get 26. I'll buy... Cripple Shamans, why not? I don't think they'll let me continue to the next day of war unless I, Also, what happened to my units? They are fewer and farther between, I'm noticing. A little unfortunate, that. I should be able to weather anything they throw at me, though. So my money situation, 41? Okay, okay. Well, once the armies are done reorganizing themselves, I can move over to Steel Side and start working on conquering the north up here. He's got 3 troopers and a boat. I should be able to take that. In fact, I probably can. I send in... I lost an armor there. Send an armor that way. Buy 2 more. Buy me another balloon. I do wish when they randomly sacked 10% of my army, they let me pick which 10%. Although I suppose that would defeat the purpose somewhat. Get another Devastator for the old capital. Just gotta keep it protected. Democracy has pros and cons. One of the bigger cons is corrupt, incompetent moron like Falstaff can legitimately be elected into government. Well, legitimately is a curious word. The elf mentions that he won 100% of the vote in some districts and entire barrels full of ballots went missing, suggesting he may have actually rigged the election. And even more bizarrely, he's out here saying, I don't think you should, like, acknowledge this. Yeah. Do you think, like, he won to prove a point and it's like, come on, you surely can't expect me to run this place. Clearly you're gonna say no now that I've won. And why wouldn't they vote for me? I'm literally a dragon with a jetpack on this conquest. I'm saving the world. Not relevant at all. Yeah, that's what's tearing me up so much. Like I was saying, 10 years ago, this would have been, oh, I'm sure Falstaff will do fine. It'll be silly. Now it's like, will it? Will it be fine?
The elections.
Yeah, the elections. Falstaff could be setting a trap. I get... God, I want so badly to be like, nope, Falstaff, you're not in charge. You're a rich aristocratic buffoon who's only self-interested in lining his own pockets and filling his coffers. I don't want you running the world. On the other hand, it is fiction. On the other hand, it's very good fiction. Damn! The Achilles heel. Couldn't have been... Trinculo, you were right there. Why didn't you win? Would love the imp in charge. How are you coughing? You don't have lungs, Yorick. I'd have been happy with Oberon or Peros or me. Why didn't I win? Yeah. Fuck it, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
You, dear dragon, are a truly great man, for you have brought democracy to Rivlon. Still, we all agree that until the war is actually won, you should remain our commander.
Oh, good. Hey, the
Nothing
war's
will
gonna go
change
for a
until
while.
then. But in peace, we will have our republic. A republic. Allow me to add that no lizard has ever had a greater hero than you. Liberty and reason. You have given us both.
Thank you, I'm truly amazing. Are you familiar with the 100 Years' War? They're gonna have to rename that to a New York Minute by the time I'm done with this war, baby. Cause, whoo! I see a loophole in this strategy. Alright, how's everyone think of that?
You have neither respect nor love for the Seven, Commander.
True.
That much is clear.
True.
Take note when you bow before the dwarf when he occupies your throne. For when the time comes, you'll be made to bow before the devil in like fashion.
You don't bow for elected people.
Dear Lord, Commander. May every power that be protect our Green Mother under Falstaff's rule. Prospera may think you have given us a gift, but I know it to be a poisoned one. You are not to be congratulated. You are to be cursed.
Wow, everyone disliked that except Prospera. That's weird.
You should not have done this, Commander. Abdication was a stupid thing to do. I, Sir Silvervein, will be a good president. But who will be next? An elf?
Hopefully.
A dimwit like Oberon?
I'm hoping.
We'll be crying for the return of the dragon sooner or later. You mark my words.
Well, then I'll come back. It's what the people want.
No. Why, Commander? Why? I have but one hope now, and that is that the war will last forever.
Same.
As long as there is no peace, you remain Emperor. It'll take a while yet, no? There's no rush, really. Take a holiday. No need to conquer a country every day.
See, the imps get me. I like the imps. The imps get me. Man, it's such a good idea on paper, Prospera. But just, it's so not Falstaff, huh? Like I said, sure of. I've got enough cards to weather any sort of... So this dwarves anytime soon world essentially be plunged into a shitstorm of Falstaffs. We don't use that word. Incompetency. Mind yourself, Arg. We don't use that word. And if you keep using it, I'm gonna have a talk with you about it. I've talked with you before about it. The fact that you keep using it is in fact incredibly discouraging. That is not me? No, that is me. Oh, he's coming after me. Interesting. Well, mind of it, see that you do. We don't like that word on this channel. Anyway, mercenaries, I think. Buff these odds. I think I also have money. No, I only have $2. Great. Let's see. More mercenaries! 82, that's fine. Imperial Army, go! Well, that was easy. Yes, okay. Yeah, didn't lose any of my units, only the mercenaries. Love to see that. Female officers forced into the military. Unfit for duty for a week each month, laments undead counselor. Yorick, you cuck, stop talking to the fucking newspapers. 0% for the undead, that's gotta be a record. 5 for the dwarves. Elves and the imps are starting to get a little sick of me. Lizards love me. God Hand, classic game, love to play it. What do you two want now?
As a matter of principle, I may not quite agree with the idea of quotas, Commander, but I'm impressed by the reforms Catherine has instituted under your guidance. Already the ill reputation of our soldiers is dwindling, which may well favor us domestically as well as in lands that have yet to be annexed by the dragon.
Oh, good. And what do you want, you cuck?
Gods be with thee, Commander.
What's on your mind?
What in the name of the Seven possessed you, Commander? I just witnessed a military advance whereby a woman was shouting orders in that shrill, thin voice of hers. And the men, they obeyed.
Good. She's their
This
boss.
will be our ruin, our undoing. I just want to pack it in now. The
Cool, so you
war
want
is
anything
lost.
else, sir?
By the Seven, I don't know what to think of this situation, Commander. If Lady Ophelia rejects her God-given bones but takes up golden ones instead, is she honoring the divines or taunting them? The scriptures should provide an answer, but I'm at a loss to find a precedent.
Oh yes, my wife is becoming a robot. I forgot about that.
Gods be with thee, Commander.
I'm gonna go. You figure yourself out there, Yorick. Oh, hey, what's up?
A queer queen, thy lady, Commander.
Where?
Here she has but
Oh,
to snap her fingers
that
to
kind.
become an aureate apotheosis of impian ingenuity, and she's as indecisive as an elf afore a salad bar. I simply can't wrap my hatted head around it.
The quota of women in our armies is largely having the effect I desired it to have, Commander.
Oh, good.
Our soldiers don't exactly behave like angels, but many of their offenses are now committed in the mind only.
Oh, good.
Finally, we may be welcomed as liberators where we venture, not dread conquerors bent on annihilation.
Oh, good.
So thank you for supporting this change of mind, Commander. Should you one day wake up and find strange magic made you a woman, I'd say there's hope for the Empire yet.
Not gonna touch that one, but, God, I should be so lucky. Anyway. What? Ah, don't worry about it. York is currently nothing to offer than lamentations of a religious lunatic. Yeah, pretty much. Hello, wife.
My great love, my dawn and dusk, minister to me with thy counsel.
Oh, God, why do you
For
talk
I am
like this?
lost in the blinding mists of misgiving.
Fuck.
Upon the very doorstep of completion I falter, encumbered by the insidious sprites of doubt and hesitation. Their incessant chatter satiates my being with pale and quiet dread. Questions, queries upon burial rise from shallow graves. In search of life, am I taunting death? In pursuit of salvation, am I to become a monster?
Well, my understanding is you already died once, and no, you're gonna become a sick robot, so...
The imps came through. You see, they have constructed a mechanical skeleton of pure gold. A feat of engineering. May Yorick never hear these words. That elevates them to the level of diminutive demigods. For if they can create such wonders, they can create worlds.
Yeah, sounds cool.
And yet I shudder to think I would become that construct. That cold engine. For, gilded though it may be, what is it but a vehicle? A casket? An ambulant crypt that would hold my desolate soul?
I understand your diffidence, but we have come too far already. This machine may well be your last chance at convalescence, and I want you to take it. If the idea repulses you to such a degree, I think we both know you should not proceed. Back to square one it is. I mean, I wouldn't mind a cool robot wife, but I don't want to make my lovely wife do anything she's not comfortable with. What do you mean? You could put laser guns in her nipples. You could just hold her up in front of the enemy and she'd blast them, and then just make out with her on their corpses. It would be awesome. God, Jeppo, no imagination. But, yes, no, I am in camp. Let's not make the wife uncomfortable. That being said, it seems like all the imp stuff is working, at least. Michigan Report from Hell. Iconic game for all the wrong reasons. Sure, why not? But yes, if it's making you uncomfortable, we needn't proceed back to square one.
May the Seven forgive my indecision. But if you too, O dragon, perceive a metal me would be a material me only, I acquiesce in the knowledge we
Wait,
are
what?
making the right decision, be it perchance a hopeless one.
Be a material me only. No, a metal you would still have your soul. What? Can she taste food? I don't know. I didn't like that answer. Hold on, wait a minute. Can I load? What's the autosave? 34. That might be... Oh yeah, it's right at that battle. Rule of Rose? Isn't that game like $300,000 or whatever? It's like really expensive.
As a matter of...
Just talk
God's
to anyone.
Why this? God's and then
Yeah, he's on loop. She says thanks very much. Hopes I get turned into a woman. PS2 emulation, yeah, obviously.
My great love.
So what happens if I
and
do
yet
turn you
shudder
into a
to
sick-ass
think I would
robot?
become that then so be it. For with a word of the dragon, the mists vanish afore my eyes, and a new-found resolution takes hold. Return to me come the dawn, my love, and you will find me another woman. If a woman still.
Ay, ay. Coulda married the sassy dwarf, but no. No, had to be you. I mean, listen, you're sweet and all, but I really hate the way you talk. Too subservient, and yeah, fucking that. I'm making her sad. I'm making her sad no matter what I do. If I said, hey, don't take the robot, she's like, well, yes, it wouldn't be me, just only in material. I suppose you're right. And I'm like, oh, well, not really what I meant. It'd still be your personality. That's the part I love. So yeah, I guess do take the robot. Well, I suppose I will no longer be a woman at all then. Or perhaps a changed one. Fuck! God damn it! Can you... I get you're a skeleton dying of bone cancer and only ever read old plays, but can you, like, crack a joke once in a week? God almighty. I'm off to do some war. A bit of war should clear the old head. Let's see. Where do I want to do my bit of war? A fine day for warring, I think. Just one boat and... oh, no, it's a trooper in an armor, not a transport. Still, though, that is a woefully unguarded scrap of land, though. Or do I want to start making my money moves towards steel side? Or hell, what is this? A Tonifer. Looks submissive and vulnerable. And I've got forces out the wazoo. I'll go ahead and take a Tonifer. They've got, what, 3 troopers and 1 grenadier? Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, 2 balloons. 1 armor. I'll throw, like, 2 troopers there. 1 trooper there. One armor. Both the ships. 1 balloon. 1 devastator. And 1 hunter. Do we think this small cadre of everyone is enough to take on 3 guys and 1 dude with grenades? So I'm working on the house emulation's the way to play Rule of Rose. Yeah, that game is fucking expensive. Wasn't she stuck with the guy for most of her life? Yorick? No, I think Yorick's like a counselor and advisor. He just like scooped up a princess and said, ah, you'll do. I don't know other than, the dwarf, I think, has a bad relationship with her dad, so there's, like, her backstory. And the lizard girl was, she was, like, Supreme Court Justice or whatever, so clearly she's doing fine. And I think you get maybe into the elf girl's backstory. I don't think you get into the undead girl's backstory very much. It's more so she has bone cancer and how you treat it. But fuck it, we went robot. I didn't buy or research anything. Whoops. Or save the game. Ugh. What RE games have we not streamed? It's quicker to name the ones we have. I've played 4, 4 Remake, and 8. That's it. I can kill the dwarf girl's dad or get the elf girl killed. Harsh. Yeah, we get it. They move around a map. Let's get to the fighting. Wow, they got 3 people up there. That no one cares about this fight. Well, they won. Let's get to the fight I'm in. Okay, well, wow, that's... There's some actual numbers on this board. Is this for his capital? Because that's a lot of units he's got and that she just threw at him. Was that for the... She just took his capital. No, wait, that's his capital. My bad. She took the one directly below his capital. I think I'm good. I think I've got this one in the bag. A little disappointed Scarlet doesn't recover at all. Oh, she's a light unit specialist. That'll do it. I've got mostly heavy units and vehicles. 70, 71, 72. Loving Catherine. Yeah, offensive and naval strategist, yeah. So ships. And I have Devastators, right? I do. Reduce bomb and these cards are all worthless. I do like my mercenary cards though. These infighters. Does the enemy what does the enemy got that I wanna weaken? Armors. They got armors, right? They sure don't. Alright, well, cards are fairly worthless. Catherine, you got this. Deadly Silence? I don't know what RE Deadly Silence is. Well, he lost more units than I'd have liked, but, only 3. Hang with that. From Sovereign to Cyborg, Queen trains bones for nuts and bolts. Female officers already causing problem. Take the mages to park vehicles. Wow. 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 Damn. Wow. Yo, Rivellon Times, shut up. What the fuck? Last win presents Empire with no real advantage? What do you mean? Got with games, see you all on Thursday. See ya. I just build a wizard tower for free. I hate wizard tower though, so worthless to me. Some guys don't know how to drive. True. But the Rivellon Times is a rag paper, so hey all, what are we squabbling about now?
Our victory was so complete I can taste it. You did well by us, Commander.
Thank you, thank you.
A word, Commander, if you please. I have made an assessment of my time aboard the Raven, and you should hear it.
Okay. What do you think?
You know my background. You know I used to be a queen in my own right, and that under my rule, women held sway. In a male-dominated world, I have tried to champion their rights, and on the whole, I have found in you an unexpected ally.
Of course, Pride Month.
My disposition may have sometimes betrayed my true appreciation. So I would like to thank you here and now for meeting my demands with dignity and conviction.
She loves offering her unsolicited opinions. Wow, fucking Clover, kicking a woman when she's vulnerable. Unbelievable, but expected.
Even if a man, I know you will make for a great emperor.
Well,
and it shall be my honor to fight by your side until the day comes victory shall finally be ours.
I am abdicating for, like, one of the worst men I've ever met, so yeah.
Naught but a skirmish, we've...
What a win you scored, Commander.
Boy, I like that two of the generals are like, great victory, and you're like, nah, it was nothing. Let's see. I can get some master stuff. A Devastator, that'd be good. Expert, since I can't afford any of the others. We'll do... Juggernaut could be good. And a Devastator again. Really up the... I can't afford that. Alright. Get me a Devastator. At least Cyborg Dude isn't going to be president. What, the Imp? What's wrong with the Imp? Modern Warfare 2 or any of the old COD games? Yeah, sure. I like a first-person shooter. The general? Oh, him. Yeah, well. You missed it, Clover. He had a very controversial take. Unwanted assault of women after soldiers roll up into town? Bad. I know. Can you believe this guy? He thought such actions were not okay. Wow, I know. I know. That's kind of how this whole put women in the army thing started. Catherine found out men were doing that, demanded she be allowed to continue hanging the ones that were doing that. I said, go right ahead. And then she said, put more women in the army. And I said, yeah, sure. And now here we are. As she should. Oh, yeah, yeah. No argument there. Righto. So we took, what is this? A Tonifer. And my brother over there lost an important war factory just south of his capital. Sucks to suck, bro. That being said, bold strategy by my sister to take that when, well, I guess there's only one grenadier here. It's not really in any danger of, like, holding the line, I suppose. You should do something with this balloon is what he should do. That being said, I think it might be time to take Steel Side. Then start moving south. Really cut off my brother. Wow, that's all Red has. He has his capital, Steel Side, and Knight's Gorge? Yeah, Knight's Gorge. Huh. Yeah, sucks to be him. Anyway, Alright, we, the old war factory, are gonna start I can buy one unit here? What? One? What the fuck? Getting at least two? Come on. Okay, well, I get one unit, I suppose. Better make it count. I'll take a fucking Devastator, I guess. Alright, throw one armor on the boat, or one troop on the boat. 1, 2. I think that's... What? Yeah, just... Better be the one that has units on it, or I'm gonna be pissed. Cargo. It's not the one... Why would you move the one that doesn't have units on it? Oh my god. How do I move the one that has units on it? Fuck it. That's insane. Why would you move the empty one? Can I, like, split you up? Nope, that just unloaded all the damn units. Trump's making claims about Israel and Iran. Yeah, it doesn't fucking surprise me. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go there, both of you. One of you is gonna circle back. It's gonna be the one that has no one on it. Damn Skippy. The second one's gonna go there. Wow, crazy! Idiots. The balloon's gonna join you. So it can... Just the one balloon. So it can give you some cover if anyone tries anything. It has one more movement. I could go and land right there. Righty-o. My money situation's still pretty good, honestly. Build some units. I only get one? Oh, for fuck's sake. Bomber balloon. Jesus. Nah, actually, I got plenty of those. Give me a Devastator. And, you. Move that Devastator to the front lines. Suppose I could stand to improve the front lines up here a little bit. Send one balloon over there. I do want to keep some units down here. Grenadiers, armor. I'll throw one armor down here. That way it's looking a little bit pretty. And let's buy some units. 3, that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. Give me an imp fighter. Give me an armor. Give me a... How much money? I have 17 left. Give me a bomber balloon. I can't afford it. Never mind. Give me a hunter. Give me the round. Give me the lot. All right, we're gonna go ahead and save. To battle. I hate the camera does that. Anyone trying anything here? No? Anyone trying anything in any of my areas? No, sweet. Wow, is that whip? Yeah, okay, well, there he goes. Boy, it's crazy. The guy who thought skinning himself was a good idea is not a master tactician. That being said, he's losing to a woman who thought cutting her own tongue out was a good idea. So what do I know? Dragon takes a breather. I'm not taking it. What do you want, you fucking...
Commander, a tragic incident took place in a busy market hall.
Go on.
2 youngsters came charging in with knives and slashed away at everyone in their path.
Well, yeah,
I
that
believe
sucks.
There were a couple of fatalities even.
Ugh.
Now, such random acts of violence are a cause for concern to be true. But some in this room blame it all on violent games and literature. They want to institute a ban, the overreacting fools. You wouldn't consider such a thing, would you, Commander?
Never in 1,000 years. But hey, let's hear what this fucking asshole has to say.
Of course, books that advocate violence should be banned.
No.
Of course, such games should be forbidden.
No.
If you want our children to read, let them read the 7 scriptures.
Only if they want to.
If you want them to play, let them play 7's hopscotch and say a prayer with every jump and skip.
Even if they wanted to, I would bully those children.
I'm afraid I must disagree with Trinculo, Commander.
I'm afraid you can suck my dick.
Full of bloodshed and worse, tend to play havoc with the spirits of susceptible youths.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Best we keep them confined to libraries, where only adults have access to them.
No. Next.
Have you seen kids playing that vile board game, Dragon Commander?
What now?
As the moving, marauding armies about the map, killing enemies left and right. Of course they're going to be high on violence after a few sessions. Ban it, I say, and ban any game like it.
Gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure you're on the right side of that one, given what game you're in.
If fundamental liberty is in danger of being sacrificed, Commander.
Thank you.
To censor fiction, to deny it to the populace because as emotions run high, a few politicians decide said fiction may have influenced the actions of 2 psychopaths, would be a downright criminal thing to do.
Damn it, Prospera, you keep being right, and I keep not having anything funny to say about it. Will I ban violent games and literature? Never in 1,000 years.
Right you are, Commander. I used to play Torture the Orc with a carving fork all afternoon back in the day.
Right.
But I'd never do that to a dwarf or an elf or anyone here represented.
Okay, we'll have to discuss that later, but...
Allow corruption to fester, and sooner or later it will come to corrupt you.
Ah, please, sooner.
I bet you were one of those youths that brought a candle under the bedsheet to leer at dirty drawings in the night.
Yes.
That's how fires start, you know.
In my
If you're not
what?
lucky enough to come back as an undead, you...
Wow! Wow! Yorick!
My train of thought.
Yorick, you dog! Ah, how the truth reveals itself. Yorick. My, Yorick. Isn't that... You're turning awfully red for a man that's entirely made of skulls. Literally in your pants. Oh, well, it sounds like Yorick died here doing exactly that. Which is very funny. I don't have enough water to make coffee, and that disappoints me. Or do I? Keep a bottle of water for such an occasion. It's actually a bottle of water for drinking, but it is quite a big bottle of water, so it can do more than one thing. Look at this shit. Little water ASMR, guys. I hope this sounds cool, otherwise I'm gonna lose a lot of viewers. Wow, this is all of my water. I didn't think it would be... I wanted to drink some of that. Still good. Alrighty then, let's make some coffee. Can you believe they didn't vote for me? Why'd I fill it all the way? So I don't have to fill it more later. Some people don't understand my brilliance. Those people are me. If anyone does understand it, please let me know. I'm really desperate to understand it myself. But later I could fill it with non-bottled water. Yeah, true. I thought there was more water in here than would need to be filled. Besides, I got this for free when my mom gave me her car. They were just in the trunk. And I was like, sweet water. It's good water, too, actually. I've decided to cut soda out. I'm looking at maybe getting death water. Or was it liquid death? Get on that train.
You could have
Be
made
that
a
guy.
stance on morality, Commander.
I did!
You could have removed blood and boobs from the stores and made them sell botany for beginners instead.
That would be boring.
Every teenager in the realm would have thanked you.
No, they wouldn't have. Blood and boobs? Where can I get a copy of that? Yo, it's literally called Blood and Boobs. Is that meant to be Dungeons and Dragons, but way hotter?
You let children play or read rot, and it'll rot their brains right and proper.
Damn right it will.
There'll be no set of Dragon Commander in my house, Commander. I'll protect my children from such nefarious influences, even if you won't.
Your house sounds boring. You know I get royalties for that, right?
I'm more than relieved you listened to reason, Commander.
Always.
To take away the innocent delight of many because of the trespasses of so very few would have been folly indeed.
I agree. Anyway, off to do a bit of research and then a bit of war. All right. Sure. I got some hunters just recently. I also got imp fighters. Get the last advanced one. I have all the basic and advanced ones. Nice. Away I go. Alrighty, let's see. Ah, yes. Right now, my chance to win is 0%. Unload! Ah, 35%. But now, 56%! Yo, those bomber balloons. That's an extra 20% from just one balloon. Love to see it. Against one armor. I'll be sure to, you know, get some mercenaries and some commanders in there. You know, make it a good show. Let's see. For God's sakes. Still hate the snapping over to that angle. Can I have some dreadnoughts or something? Ironclads. I thought I had juggernauts. Yeah, well, whatever. Right, we can continue sweeping across the land, methinks. Let's... What's your movement? 2 and 4 armors. Alright. I'm gonna buy some units. How's our armors looking? We're gonna buy 3 armors. And send 3 across the lands. Along with 2 balloons. Gotta leave some units behind. 1 grenadier. 1 armor. And do 1 imp fighter as well. How's that looking? 98%. I am fighting 1 guy. I didn't realize I was beating up 1 dude. Oh dear. Oh goodness me. Oh, I have 2 balloons up here? Damn. And 2 of these got... Wow, I gotta get a boat up there. Holy shit. Where's a transport? Okay, we got 1 transport here. Why don't you go to that island? We got moves to make. Taking, what is this? Nicopia, whatever. Anyway. Alrighty. Fast forward. Where's the battles? This guy's fighting a war on two fronts. You love to see it. And, fighting a war with my other brother down there on one of his last territories. Sucks to suck, brothers. Green is really the big adversary here. Red is on his last legs. And poor Yellow's fighting a war on two fronts. I think that's yellow. Orange? Whatever. Whatever this color is fighting a war on two fronts. Alright, can I sweeten the pot? Well, she would be the most effective at 61. I'd like some mercenaries to guarantee some better results, though. It's interesting, 68% chance to win, but they only have a 4% chance to win. What happens to the other, like, 20%? Whatever, we've got mercenaries and Catherine. That's a good force to reckon with. And you want to take that last guy out. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Literally 2 units and I lost like 3. Admittedly, one of them was a boat, but still. Okay, I lost 2, whatever. All right, we've taken Steel side. You'll have to see it. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. Green took it. Boy, bad day to... Jesus Christ. Bad day to be yellow. I could lead it myself, or I guess if I hire one general to do it, then all the others go on break. Interesting. Yeah, no, I think I can take the 98% chance. Well, that was easy. Yay! Honestly, there's like a Steam achievement for winning as the dragon. I probably should do a match like that where I can just be a dragon and let them steamroll each other. That way I don't have to actually do any of the RTS stuff. Violent pornography to remain available to children. Good. Dragon seeks to raise savages for Imperial Army. Yes, I do. War economy pays off. At what cost? You deserve to be lied to. You probably do. If you read the Rivellon Times, you absolutely deserve to be lied to. Oh, what do you want, you fucking waste of bones?
No doubt, Commander, they have been alleviated. Lady Ophelia, may the Seven grace her, has become a shining example to us all. To be undead is to be larger than life, forever.
Oh. My robot wife. Oh, hell yeah.
Comfort me, my light and dark.
God, I wish you were happier, though. Just like
Although I
in
stand
the way you
before
speak.
thee in golden splendor, cheer flees before me like a deer wild in the woods. I but want to pet it and take comfort in its beauty. Yet with each step I take, it moves a bit farther from my sight, fearing me to be a hunter, the knife held perfidiously behind my back.
Pick the wrong wife.
Perhaps you think me thankless, my love. I have, after all, cheated the gnawing cancer that was aiming for my very soul. But somehow I feel more disembodied than ever. A stranger in a strange land, certain in the knowledge that she will never be at home amongst its alien landscapes. A perennial drifter, entrapped in its wastes.
Aren't you being a bit dramatic? He asked, understatement of the century. A change as big as this takes a while to get used to, plus other kinsmen already venerate you as the prime undead. Or, imp scientists could adorn you with living tissue magically imbued. That would make you look human, sort of. You'd develop more senses. Yorick wouldn't be pleased. As grim as it is, let's just slap skin on you and call it a day. It does piss off Yorick, and fuck, I'm this far into it, why not?
Let him plague me with 1,000 sermons. If this
I thought
be
she
done,
said salmons.
he can take his deluded misgivings and scatter them to the winds.
Oh, here we go! Some
So
backbone!
much of the self lies in semblance. If a woman's aspect I can parallel, I can truly play her part, and at length, even in a strange land, my spirit can tranquilly settle
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Some fucking silver linings. God almighty. Maybe the coffin is bringing you down. Have you heard of a bed? Just a thought. Like, do what every other emo girl does and get like the poster board with the curtains or the drapes or whatever. Wear her clothes? What do you mean? She's wearing a hood.
The promise alone is almost as...
There you go. Easy. Chat picked wrong. Well, in fairness, they kept insisting on the elf, and I had to spin a wheel, Clover, so... Yeah, I seem to recall it was half team skeleton, half team elf. I wanted the dwarf, but no! Chat thought the skeleton would be funny. And they were right, but...
So you've managed to turn your wife into a being of pure gold, have you, Commander?
And how?
I must confess, not even a dwarf has gone quite so far.
Coward.
I am impressed. Indeed, I am. And a bit turned on by her to boot.
I didn't ask, you fucking weirdo. God damn. Even Scrooge McDuck would tell you to cool it.
Naught but a
Not but a skirmish. It was 2 wars.
Another province conquered. Another land where your enlightened rule may flourish.
She gets it.
Bravo, Commander.
Isn't that treason? To be turned on by my hot wife? No, actually, that's to be expected. Just don't say it out loud. And yes, Clover, you picked the dwarf, but you were the only one, so, you know, for that, I appreciate what you were trying to do. The rest of you, this is what you picked. I might play this game again and make, like, different decisions. Go full opposite. Honestly, I might. I really like this game. I might see what they do if I just go full opposite. Support the Skelebros and the dwarves, and this time I'll marry the elf, the one that lost the wheel spin. That's fair, even though I like the dwarf the most. Actually, personality-wise, I probably like the lizard the most, but, I mean, aesthetically, that dwarf. Woo! Sorry, that was out loud. Ahem. You don't feel guilty of your vote? Well, alright then. Let's see. Could move south. What are we looking at? 2 boats, 4 troopers, and a grenadier. And I get a war factory for my trouble, though. Oh, wait. Research first. Hold on. Wrong one. The bridge! And there's Maxos. Hey, I'm still not working with you. Bye! Let's see. Expert, master. I can't afford a master. I just got some imp fighters. I'll get that. See you later, Grumio. Now then, a bit of war. It tied me over. They did unfortunately break my transports. These guys, well, the balloon isn't, but the armor's stuck there. Not the end of the world. Armor's a decent unit to have there. How's that capital looking? 6 Devastators, 12 Troopers, 13 Grenadiers, 17 Hunters, and 8 Armors. Wow! Your capital's gonna be a hard one to take. You gonna pick up some medicine, might be back later? Fair enough. See you around, Clover. Be sure to check out the VOD if you want to keep up on all that's happening. Haha. Excuse me. Anyway, let's see. Got 1 boat, 1 balloon. Buy 1 unit at a time. Oh, it's like torture. Give me a juggernaut. Can start moving balloons out there once the juggernauts enter the playing field. There's this guy making his moves, just hovering over the oceans. She has 1 grenadier down there. This guy has way too many boats. He is bleeding resources. Oh, I want to take this one up here, the war factory and the hunter. Yes. let's see. We can do one of you. And one of you. Sail! Already at 45%, but that's nothing. Just wait till a balloon comes by. Now we're at 71, baby! 2 and 2 for that tavern. Boy, they're doing nothing but guard that tavern. What an easy job it is up in Crowlich? Easy job up there. Anyway. We're taking a tavern. Or the war factory, excuse me. Moves are being made. Ooh, he sent reinforcements in way of boat. And then a transport side show up. Oh, she was probably gonna fucking come take this thing as well. Wow. Beat her by like 1 turn. Good stuff. Ooh, he really, really wants to hang on to this place. I mean, I get it. Lord knows I get it. I've got the money to hire somebody. Big surprise. Catherine's the best choice. He's playing dirty, too, whatever he just played up there. Are those hunters? Armors. I don't have anything to damage his hunters, I don't think. He's got hunters and transports. Do I have hunters? I have armor and trooper. I don't have any hunters. Damn, stop giving me hunter cards. Well, that boosted it by 1. 61%. We might just have to let this one fly, boys. Nice. I only lost 1 unit. Hell yeah, let's go. 1 trooper. We can live with that casualty. Nicopia is mine. Command ship or butcher shop. Queen parades around, raven in human skin. Oh, this'll piss him off. Can't wait to see what he has to say about this. Emperor's victory as slow news day grips a raven. There we go. These are good cards. Sabotage. Ground forces on. That's what I like to see. What say you?
Commander, I have formally accused the undead in the city of Harrow Ridge of genocide and brought the matter before the council.
Oh my.
The situation there is frightful. Fanatics among the undead, are there any other?
The artists.
Have been purging the unclean. That is to say, the elven community.
Well, that's not good.
There have been patrols in the night, empty houses in the morning, and loose earth in ditches near the edges of the city. Scandalous. As is the negligence shown by General Edmund. He was given the task of regulating the town according to your laws. And of course, he's not lifted a finger to stop this secretive slaughter because of his well-known contempt for the elves.
Edmund, I expected better. Yorick, I don't expect better.
If you've been talking to Oberon, Commander, know he is grossly overacting, in my humble opinion.
There's nothing about you that's
in a
humble.
remote town, far away from proper civilization, perhaps it is true tensions between undead and elves could manifest in some sort of temporary violence, but mass killings? By the Seven, no. That I cannot believe.
How about you go and check instead of just have faith? Just a thought. Use your fucking eye holes.
A resounding victory you return from, Commander. You fight like a girl. Higher praise I cannot give.
I like her. I remember being annoyed with her 10 years ago. Now, I like her. Like her quite a bit.
What a win you scored, Commander.
I love when they point out how good I am at this.
Our victory was so complete I can taste it. You did well by us, Commander.
Also, I didn't fight. I actually just ordered you to go fight, but whatever.
If there is one favor you can do for me, Commander, it's to invite Oberon up on one of the observation decks, give him a nudge, and let gravity prove elves can indeed not fly. Then at least he can pester me no more with his aggravating accusations of professional misconduct.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
He's been prattling on and on about some tiff between some of his sorry sort and a couple of undead as hot-headed as they are airheaded. He even talks of genocide, if you can believe it. Melodramatic little man, isn't he?
Wow.
All of this is supposed to be happening in some rural hamlet newly conquered. No more than a collection of pigsties and whorehouses, I imagine. And I bet you can hardly tell the difference.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
I was
rude.
officially given the responsibility to oversee matters there, but some local undead officer said he'd do the job, and I was all the more glad for it.
Boy, I'm sure that's not a conflict of interest, you fucking idiot. Boy, the men in this game, except for the imps, really do just suck, don't they? Gah!
As you can see, Oberon missed the mark once more.
I don't think he did,
I can't
actually.
be charged for misconduct when I haven't even conducted anything, now can I, Commander?
The hell you can't! There's talk of murder and you're the official responsible. Get to the investigating, lizard boy.
Hop to it. You have before you the greatest general in Rivellon, and you're ordering him to waste his time on a bunch of peasants that are having trouble playing nice.
Yes.
Very well, Commander. Perhaps later I can attend to more of this urgent business.
Hop
I'm
up.
sure there's loads of kittens stuck in trees and toddlers in want of their teddies.
Hey, if you find any, make sure you do something about it. Kind of our job, you asshole. Unbelievable. God. What I'd give for an army of Catherines and Prosperas and Scarlets. A lot more would get, and Trinculos. A lot more would get done, I tell you. I'll take the Shaman Charm. Alright. For a bit of war. Calm my head of all these political matters by just slaughtering some enemies of mine. Yes, that'll do nicely. That's a parliament building. A parliament building? I guess that's fine. I was hoping for a factory. Or a tavern, I suppose. What do you produce? Advantage and subterfuge. I need a tavern. More mercenaries. More mercenaries, damn you! How much for a tavern? 20? I can afford that. Okay. Does a tavern matter? Like where I chalk it up? No, not really. Okay. Just in theory, taking something away. You produce 1 gold, and so do you. You produce 1 gold. I suppose you're a little bit... Actually, you're a little bit more out of the way now, aren't you? You're not... Why would you put it there? You're not on anyone's front lines, really. This one, it's a peninsula, so a little bit. And that one's right on the front lines, so... Dangerous times these are. Move an armor in there. Move 2 in there. Move a shaman. Shaman only get 1? Just move a singular shaman. They sure do. Balloon, armor, trooper, armor, grenadier, imp fighter. Yeah. 1 imp fighter. Build units. I need devastators of devastating ability. We're gonna take a break from the conquest for a second while we, up our resources, hunker down and all that jazz. Build a tavern, get some mercenaries out here. Mercenaries could win the war! They could. They probably won't. I'm gonna bet I'm gonna win the war, but yeah, they could. Yeah, we get it. Everyone move. No one attacked me. What a great day to be me. Yellow is trying his best. He's got 2 islands left. He's got 1 island left in there. It is somewhat important that I'm the one that takes his capital, though. Well, he's not going to win that one. Oh, damn. What do I know? All right, go him. Massacre at Harrowage. Only good elf is a dead elf, goes the undead chant. Where are you, Emperor? On the Raven. The new sensation. I'm being a sensation, I hear. Hey, mercenaries. Alright.
The phrase too little, too late comes to mind, Commander. But it seems Edmund did his duty in the end. The nightmare of Harrow Ridge vanished come the dawn, and those responsible for the killings have themselves been rendered unto death.
Weren't they already undead, or?
Justice is hereby done, and I am furthermore glad to say Edmund apologized for his earlier disbelief in my accusations toward the undead. I hope they too have learned a lesson. They've had a horrid example of what their own religious mania may lead to.
I should hope so. What do you have to say about this?
By the Seven, Commander, what has happened in the town of Harrow Ridge is truly abominable. Such crimes committed by my kinsmen. I can hardly believe it. Those elves, they must have staged unspeakable acts of sacrilege to madden them so.
Oh, yeah, that was
They
it.
must have. Why else would they? Heresy gross and foul.
Yeah, uh-huh, that was it. Not, you know, fanatical devotion leading towards chaos or anything. No, sir, couldn't be you. Fucking idiot.
Harrow Ridge. A harrowing place if ever there was one, Commander. When Oberon first spoke of its supposed horrors, I dismissed them as the ravings of yet another counselor shouting for attention. But it was all damnably true. The undead, they were slaughtering each and every elf they could get their bony, sordid claws on. In the name of the Seven. Lunatics, the lot of them.
Inclined to agree. Did we learn anything from this?
But no skeleton stirs there anymore.
Well,
They tasted their own medicine by my very blade.
not sure.
The law of the land I set in place and left a kindly old elven landowner as mayor. They'll rebuild their houses lost to zealots' torches, and forget as best as they might the Knights of Blood.
I mean, I guess we can hope for that. Maybe we should have some soldiers out there just in case.
To think the idea of a few dead elves made me chuckle as I traveled there. Quite another thing to see them lying in the ditches, row on row, gored and mangled. Yet no sooner had my troops restored order than their survivor spirits soared once more, and they swore to reshape their stricken little society.
Oh, well, good, I guess.
I'll think kindlier of elves in future, Commander. They're a stout lot over there in Harrow Ridge. Good luck to them.
You maybe want to, like, I don't know, throw some money their way, or nope? Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, to the throne room.
Commander, despite
what does
the
this guy
imp's
want?
frivolous nature, they are surprisingly strict and severe in the classroom.
How so?
In fact, they don't shy away from corporal punishment, with amazing results to show for it. Everybody knows they have the best and brightest students. Therefore, let's make this a nationwide practice, I say. Give every teacher a cat of 7 tails, one for each of the gods.
Oh, we're gonna beat kids? Oh, no. Oh, man, I hope you can talk me out of it.
Of course! What better way to motivate a student than to beat him within an inch of his life?
I agree.
Once more, Yorick herds us all along the tranquil path to enlightenment.
Oh,
Stupid skeletal sadist.
it's sarcasm. I see. Thought you were on my side with this one. Fuck them kids, as the great
If
warrior
Yorick
poet
thinks I'll
Michael
support
Jordan
his
said.
bid to have our children whipped by teachers,
Hell yeah.
he has another thing coming.
Oh.
It'll take you a good long time to catch a dumb dwarf, thank you very much. And if a pupil is being unruly, a good tongue lashing should suffice to set him straight.
Well,
If the imps have to resort to corporal punishment to establish a bit of decorum, I think that simply makes them bad educators.
No.
Millicent will have none of such unwarranted harshness.
what?
What can I say, Commander? We imps are the best and the brightest indeed. But because we're born as an unruly and undisciplined lot, we have to use force for our own good. Pleasant to know, though, the undead think we set a good example.
Well, I mean, I do like the imps, and I do like being mean to children in-game. And in real life, but in-game. And, you know, I think I've been siding with the lizards a little too much and not enough with the imps. So, yeah, let's beat them kids in-game.
Glory be. To chastise is to cherish. Let that be our teacher's motto. Every child in the realm will either study or feel the sting of the cane.
Not a cane, Yorick. Come on now. Gah. Not a cane. A whip. Do fine.
Learning should be a process of discovery, Commander.
And they're gonna discover how
Not
much
some
a
deviant form
cane
of
hurts.
discipline. Our children will be marching to school like they would to prison. How can you allow for such a thing?
I don't like kids.
You may approve of these barbaric methods, Commander, but be forewarned that if ever a teacher lays a hand on any of my kids, his class will get a hands-on demonstration in decapitation.
Well, that's a threat, new president. Sounds like something for you to overturn.
Your rule is draconic in more way than one, Commander.
Hell yeah.
Needless to say, I sharply disapprove.
Oh.
Oh, jolly. May I suggest we send imp schoolmasters to teach their other species colleagues? They'll turn them into hard hitters in no time. No idle bottom in the realm will be safe.
I'm also hoping that just means we get more people inclined to blow things up. Win-win as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's see. Boy, I don't use a lot of these. I guess I use Devastators. Yeah. And I do have Imp Fighters, so sure, why not? Off to the war table for a bit of the old war. Yeah, that's quiet. War. Jolly good, a bit of the war. Let's see, okay. Short up there, bought a tavern. Like I said, I think Knight's Gorge is the next to fall. 1, 4, 1 and 1. We're gonna need some forces over there. Fortunately, I did buy this Juggernaut, so that should help. How much is your movement? 2. 1, 2. Okay. Got some transports, got some units. I say... How many units can you buy? 1! I do this every fucking turn. I say we load up on some units and start making our way over there. Another Devastator, I say. What's over here? No balloons or anything. Ugh, you've got a balloon. Can I get a balloon over here? One, indeed. I can get a balloon over here. Okay. There you go. Why do you... whatever. The way the movement went, it went up here all the way past this island and then over into this one. And it's like, just go here and then... whatever. Okay. Once they're all shored up, I'll make my way over to Knight's Gorge and start taking that. Next term, yet another... Turn. Yet another territory for Red Falls. Oh, is she going for the capital? Uh-oh. This could change things. If his forces are weakened from defending the capital, it might be my time to move in. He is dug in like mad. He's barely lost anyone by the looks of it. Yeesh. Fighting tooth and nail, and it's paying off. Yeah, that was his... that might have been that one, taking back his territories. Dwarves hate me, undead hate me, elves or whatever. The imps are loving me! Same with lizards. Couldn't be happier than that. Undead slay elves, lizards slay undead. General kill 'em all Edmund strikes again. Well, Emperor lets teachers beat children to death. Good motivation, he claims. Yeah, it probably is. Just saying. Oh, we've got something to do. What's up?
This is sacrilege, pure and simple, Commander.
Gee, what a shock.
First, Ophelia becomes the very ideal of undead grace, only to cover herself in the stinking, putrid, piecemeal flesh of mortals. You are to blame for this monstrosity, Commander. May you incur the Seven's wrath.
Cool, so my robot wife now has flesh. Let's go see what she looks like.
My world and stars. I have been dying for you to see me. Am I not becoming quite exquisite? A real woman in the making? No longer bare metal to behold. I am being fashioned anew with most delicate care.
I'm not exactly upset by this.
When a young beauty is called to the Seven, her beauty is not yet
Clothes? She's got a dress, don't worry.
flame, but employed
a skirt,
to dress
I
me in
guess.
the finest garment ever to have been sewn. With each fine spun gesture of the needle, I take another stride towards perfection. The long secret dreams coming true. Not only to live, but to resemble the living.
Oh, this was her long secret dream, apparently. Yo, best ending for her. I get, like, a hot Frankenstein wife, and she's happy. That worked out. Sweet.
The journey towards death is at an end, my love. Let my kin curse me if they wish it. For you and I, there is only bliss and perpetual passion.
Chat, hey, good call. Worked out for me. Although, do we need the coffin? Is the coffin necessary?
They must have been so beautiful. Those whose cheeks I've charted, whose lips I've lent.
Okay, I don't need this whole thing.
Whose breasts I've borrowed. May the gods guard their souls.
I'm a little less into it when you talk about it like that. I do like the tattoos, though. That's kind of cool. Now I changed my mind. Yeah, now that she's happy and smoking hot, yes. Big shock. What color are eyes? I think the eyes are like robot eyes, maybe. They seem to be like faintly yellow or green. I really can't tell either. I'm bad with colors. But hey, the wife's happy, so I did it, I guess. Hey, what's up?
Lady Ophelia seems to have taken a turn for the worst, Commander. I mean, a golden skeleton is a golden skeleton. A collection of cold chunks of meat held together by bare thread, on the other hand. Glad you're the one with marital duties here, not I.
I'm glad to see you've come around.
What would you inquire?
Yes, Commander?
And no one else has anything to say. All right. Glad Oberon has opinions on my wife. Didn't ask. I'll just get the last two experts, why not? Only have Master left to get, and I'm getting 40 science a turn, so I can get one a turn. Anyway, right. We are... How are his forces looking? 3, 6, 1, 3, 7. 7 troopers. I can hold the line for now, but I'm gonna really need to, like, up my game a little bit. Maybe that's a tavern. Maybe if I get, like, this war factory, then I can start crushing him beneath my heel. He really wanted that war factory back. Old guy that skinned himself, Farron, is, real on the back foot. Sybil's doing great, has the whole south minus my little scrap of country here. And, Carthan is, even worse off. Carthan's got one peninsula, or one island, not really a peninsula. And that is it. Right, oh, anyway. I can only move 2, so wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, make it, you know what, make it 2 balloons. Really send this home. And we can put 1 in there and 1 in there. Then this transport can join us all out in the oceans. Meanwhile, you can buy yourself another balloon. Stop anyone from trying anything. You can't make any people. What? What the fuck? Ugh. Your population that bad? Oh no, the dwarves hate me. That's why. Dwarves are really, really sick of my shit. 0%, so they're refusing to work in my factories. Oh. Sorry? If it makes you feel better, I hate you. Let's see. How's the front line over here looking? Throw a balloon there. Throw a shaman there. Grenadier, 2 armor, 1 transport. You're probably fine. 2 Devastators. Oh yeah, get those Devastators off the front lines. And build some more! The Imps! Now the Imps love me. Get me another Devastator and another Bomber! Ha 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 ha! Progress! War! Anyway. Yes, everyone speeds up. No fighting today. Takes a breather, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can build a tavern for free. Nice. Love that. How's everyone feel about me? Oh, wow. I don't know what these X's are for, but they really hate me. I guess this is their decisions, maybe? Undead barely like me. 5% of them think I'm alright. Probably the same 5% that, lizards hate me. Right down the middle on elves, huh?
What do you think of my constitutional draft, Commander?
I don't know, what is it?
Is it not a pinnacle of progress?
Tell it to me!
No longer will we have just the formal list of 6. No. All of the civilized races will be deemed equal before every court and institution in the realm.
That sounds
nice.
nice.
It will be a great stride forward along the long road of perfecting our society. And I'm certain already it has the dragon's backing.
Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, I'm off to the bar to hear, in fact, why not? Oh, of course it's you, Edmund.
Folly has taken hold of Prospera, Commander. Senselessness instilled by an overtly prolonged exposure to the vulgar vagaries of lesser counselors. Words like peace, stability, respect, cooperation are being flounced about as if they really mean anything beyond these walls. As if they are anything more than philosophical placebos intended to make politicians feel important.
Shut up! What do you want from me at this point?
The daft woman wants to draft a unifying constitution that actually says, we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all the races are created equal. Equal!
Well, that's a bit on the
She must
nose.
be more demented than a vegetarian cannibal.
Heh. No, that's a bit on the nose, and man, those words used to mean something. No, they didn't. But, like, they should mean something.
Now, I may drink with a dwarf from time to time, if there be no other company. I may parley with an imp if it's technobabble I'm after. But to call these beings my equals is a sea-spanning bridge too far. And I'd like you to stop Prospera's proposal dead in its tracks.
I do like that my logic for stopping it can be, then she's gonna say dragons are equal to all of you, reminding him that he's just a smelly little lizard racist. But on the other hand, shut up.
If that is how it must be, reality will have to be the instrument that shall shatter the dreams of fiction. For a work of fiction, this constitution is, Commander. Dead letter among a dead litter of all the races. Each with the other's knives in their backs, now and forever.
That's not a good thing. Whatever. Why am I arguing with you? I'm a dragon with a jetpack. I know better than you, alright? Shut up. Now then, let's see. Sure, boost my Juggernaut. I've got one of those making moves towards, my horrible brother. Ah, he moved, his balloon that way. I wonder what he's planning. I wonder what she's planning. Good lord. I might need to bolster some forces and take this island. She's, what do we got here? 1, 1, 1, and 1. Oh, I can take that. I can take that. I can take that this turn, probably. Alright, let's see. We're gonna get a balloon in there. An imp bomber in there. 1, 2, 1. You have 3 balloons here? Oh, we're gonna get another balloon in there. 35. I'd like that to be a little bit better. Let's see. We're gonna get a Devastator on the boat and throw a trooper in there for good measure. Just the one. Yeah, both of them, I guess. Unload the units. There we go. Now we're looking at 52. Like the looks of that. Balloon. I'm gonna move the balloon there. Might have the balloon 58 to take. I don't want this balloon to haunt me later. I might just have the fighter take that out. And then I got one balloon still there. But building 2 right now. Let's carefully move my units. There we go. That 60%. I'll take those odds. And let's also... How is this looking? Yes, all of them. 2%? How dug... Oh, the dwarves hate me, right? Let's see how dug in is this guy. 2%. He's got 5 units. 7. The troopers. All right, this is worth a save, scum, I think. Apparently what I want to get is juggernauts. Just rock up on his shores. 18%. That's... He's got transports and fuck all else. Couple troopers. Throw mercenaries and commanders at this problem. Alright, that one first. That one shouldn't be an issue. I'm gonna trust you to handle yourself. I don't have enough money to hire commanders anyway, so... There we go. Beautiful. Great job. Balloon down, you'll have to see it. Sick of this fucking island. Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that. Why do you have all these mercenaries? That's my thing. Shit. Crap. Any grenadiers? You do. I don't know if that actually helps me or not, though. Yeah, mercenaries are kind of turning the tide in my favor, but I was hoping to save them for, Juggernaut mercenaries. Was kind of hoping to save them. You have armors. No, you have hunter. You got okay, a couple. 60%. I might have to roll those dice. Okay, they got my transports, but that's hardly, you know, the game-winning unit there. All right, the main concern is her shaman. As long as we can take that out. Okay, we got this. We got this. There's no bomber balloons saved the day as usual. They only took out my troopers and my transports. Everything else at least lived with one. Yay! Didn't like her stranglehold on that island. Meanwhile, 18%. What is this meter? Fuck me. Okay, I need you. 37. Look at these. What is this meter? How is this 37%? I can't hire anyone. I can throw cards to maybe make them do like less damage, but that's about it. They don't have ironclads, unfortunately, and they have plenty more mercenaries. I don't think they're using... Is that a hunter? That's a trooper. Yeah, fighters, blue bomber. Give me sabotage for all the units they don't have. Still 37 versus 34%. The odds are in my favor, but that's like a lot of percentage not accounted for. Whatever. Have at it, lads. I'm trusting the juggernauts on this. And the balloons. The balloons immediately took some hits, which is a concern. The balloons are immediately down, which is a concern. Really relying on the juggernauts. Alright, we got this. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way we don't. Alright. Juggernaut and a Devastator. Reigning supreme. We lost 2 bomber balloons, but hey. We took Knight's Gorge. Prospera quests for equality. Equality is like a mentally stable imp, says General Edmund. It doesn't exist. Edmund has some strong opinions, I say. Winning more territories does not help the Empire's personality crisis. I think it's fine. What do you mean?
What are my colleagues in such an uproar for? Surely they must realize that with equality comes responsibility. Is a tax increase to put them on a par with lizards and dwarves really such a steep price to pay for the position my constitution lifts them up to?
No.
Short-sighted creatures, the lot of them.
All right, time to tax some people. That's what I need, more money.
Commander, we undead, and the other civilized races here represented, are the lords and masters of the world as decreed by the Seven.
Weird, there's only 5 of
Should
us.
we not therefore be allowed to breed other animals in ever greater numbers for our consumption?
Oh, wait.
Install giant farms that will have our slaughterhouses run night and day?
I'm waiting for the catch. Because I don't... Are you advocating more food? Because I'm fine with that. But it's you, so there's a catch. Oh, factory farms. Am I missing something? Just, like... That's just agriculture, isn't it? That's just, like, farming and, like... actual, you know, like, animal husbandry shit, right?
Horrid proposal.
Okay, you're against it.
Not only should the civilized races not hunt more animals than is strictly required, they should refrain from eating them altogether.
Okay, you're not allowed to
Just
talk
like the
anymore.
elves do.
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
If for once Yorick's gods preach a principle that is economically sound, then by all means give it your support, Commander.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's just, you know, we're breeding animals for mass consumption. Yeah, the thing we do already.
As per usual, Yorick makes me shudder with indignation, Commander. In a dark past, lizards used to be bred by swamp giants, destined for the roasting spit. Please do not drag this abhorrent practice into the present.
I don't know, have you had cow? It's real tasty.
There's something to be said for Yorick's plans, Commander. But when I picture these farms, I see only misery. We imps like the creatures that roam the forests and cross the skies. Armaments, not animals, should be mass-produced.
Okay, well, listen. Much as I love you there, Trinculo. Not really the argument. That's not... You've got an entirely different point of view. And I appreciate that to an extent, but... Factory farms. I mean, it's more food. And I like food. Clearly, I've got quite the belly. But yeah, I like food. Yeah, mass-produced pigs, chickens, and cows, and other really tasty things. Shrimp. Can we get, like, some, you know, waterside ones going? Get some shellfish up in here? Some crab? Some lobster? I think other good tasty food. Sheep? Lamb? I like a lamb. Yeah, go for it.
May the gods favor you, Commander.
All right, back up a
Each
little bit.
blow from the butcher's hammer will render another sacrifice unto the glorious Seven.
All right, I'm not sure I want religion all over the fucking, you know, slaughterhouse, but
This is abominable, Commander.
Thank you, thank you.
Animals will be raised by the thousands in deplorable conditions just to be hacked to pieces when they reach the right age. Hell hath no greater horrors.
Well, I hope the conditions are at least nice. I want them to be clean.
Good. It'll be a lot easier to breed boars than shoot them in the undergrowth.
Yeah.
I just want to sink my teeth in the buggers, not risk a tango with their tusks.
This guy, for once, he gets it.
For shame. History is there to learn from, Commander. Past mistakes, presently repeated, will be doubly condemned.
You're speaking like somebody who hasn't tried a boar burger, from what I'm hearing.
Poor little blighters. I can see them now. Lambs and piggies standing in line, awaiting the knife. So very sad.
But tasty. So anyway, good job, Oberon. Broken clock and all that. off to the bar. What say you, Edmund? What's up your butt this time? Oh, what say you first?
I'd like to nail Prosper's split tongue to a rocket and set it aim for a bent-over bog giant.
Oh, for God's
Sign,
sakes.
she said. You'll be respected like dwarfs, she said. Well, now we have to pay like dwarves too, and that certainly doesn't make me feel special. Equality? Pish posh. An imp's better than a lizard anyway, and always has been.
Trinculo, do you see the problem here? Do you see why I'm doing this now?
Oh, my prophetic soul, Commander. Let them sign 1,000 declarations of unity and equality.
I will!
Each one of them rips open new wounds and makes old ones bleed.
Good.
No sooner was Prospera's draft turned into law that the true ramifications of her constitution became clear, and all those base-born councillors fought like starved hyenas for a hunk of meat. Delightful to look upon. Truly heartwarming.
I'm glad you see it my way.
To be proven right. It has long been a given to me, but never do I quite tire of it. Such is the satisfaction of superiority, Commander. I hope you enjoy it too, once in a while, when the stars are right.
Oh, cram it up your ass. Research! Always go there first. Damn, I am flooding in research. I don't really have Zeppelins, I don't think. Hunters. I'm not really making ironclads anymore. All about them juggernauts. Although right now I need to be shoring up, because that was a rough victory for Knight's Gorge. But it was a victory all the same, so that's nice. I can also build, I think, a free tavern. Tavern, diplomacy, Wizard's Tower. I'll build a free tavern. More mercenaries! Mercenaries shall win this war, I swear on it. Right, I suppose my next amazing feat should be try and take his capital, in which case I'm gonna need more juggernauts. Juggernaut did survive, so that's good. We need juggernauts. I can only afford one, good lord. I can also not afford bomber balloons to go with them. I do have two. Yeah, I have no juggernauts here. Interesting. Got 2 transports. Build me more armors, and I don't have the money for much else. Build me more. How much do I have? 15. Build me more armors. I've got transports up at the capital, so shore up with juggernauts and balloons and send them in with some transports for land occupying options. Sister's got a lot of war factories, I'm noticing. Maybe I let her and my my lunatic brother fight it out for a little bit before. Oh, did she put a factory right there? Oh, that could be a problem for me. She's building quite the front line. Imperial fiat for factory farms, institutionalized animal cruelty now reality. Yeah, but only the tasty ones. Today we are all equals, announces Proud Prospera. Celebration ceremony ends in vicious fist fight. That's funny. Oh, good, mercenaries. Wow, no one's here to argue with me. There's no one at the bar to... Oh, wait, there's you.
Come...
Oh, no. Everyone at the bar is totally fine.
What would you...
Great! Based on that, I'm forced to assume it is just, win the day. Reach the end of the political stuff, for Act 2. They're like, yeah, there's no more political stuff. Go and fucking do the thing. Win your war. Oh my god, some more money would be nice. In which case, I should build more banks. In which case... How much money do you make? You make 1 money. That is not enough. Who makes a lot of money? You make 2. You make 5. I'm already got a thing set up there, though. War factory. You've got 2 armor. Dude, yeah, you are. You're building a force there. I don't like it. At least I can build units over here again. Can I juggernaut that place? I can. Ooh. Well, I can only build 1, so I might as well build a juggernaut and make it count. And you, I can go back to building 1 because we're not at 0% with the dwarves for once. Flying units would be good. That way I don't need to have them cross anything. Imp fighter. About all I can do. Moving for there. She's got quite a lot going on here, too. Now Edmund has something to say now. More mercenaries, though. That's nice. Revenue increase. I like that. Bring a population factor down to 0. Ooh, drop down the people I'm about to attack. That could be good.
So, I see old Edmund is head over heels in love with a saucy bit of elven skirt.
Ah, Edmund, you dog.
Never would have thought he'd get his little tail stirring over one of her kind.
Alright, no need to be rude about it.
Dear me, Commander. But I do believe one of your generals is smitten with an elf girl of the highest nobility.
Good for him.
That means it's either Henry, who's intolerable,
True.
or Edmund, who's insufferable.
True.
I can only hope she'll soon come to her senses.
Not really my business, is it? Off to the bar. Oh, is he getting advice from the girls?
Sup, Commander?
I'd have a word with Edmund if I were you, Commander. I've heard him muttering about a duel, and those are never a good idea. If he kills someone of import, the Council will cry havoc.
Oh, Edmund.
May my mind forgive my heart, Commander, for it has poisoned it with honeyed venom, with that sweetest of all toxins, love.
Love.
A part of me is nauseated for even uttering so saccharine a sentence, but I cannot help myself, as I have been enchanted by the super-earthly elegance of an elven belle.
Good for you.
Her name, Elizabetha. Oh, dulcet set of syllables.
All right.
The most beautiful damsel of woman born. Blessed be I, for she loves me too.
Congratulations.
There is but one obstacle in our course toward ultimate happiness. The most classic of lovers' impediments. Her father, Lord Larrodshire. May the plague beset his person.
Lord Larrodshire. Oh, God.
The lout detests me almost as much as I detest him. Already he has gone too far by calling me a swamper, the ultimate insult to us lizards. But this elf lord will be a hindrance no longer, for I intend to challenge him to a duel and be done with him.
Killing the girl's father would hardly do wonders for the relationship. Yeah, probably. Unless she's a certain dwarf. Why not let the insult slide and show you're above such pettiness? Yeah.
Under normal circumstances, I'd dismiss your advice as a showing of weakness.
Well, if you're trying to impress
Reason
her.
insists you're right.
Yeah.
I'll abide by his scurrilous manners for Elizabetha's sake, even if it takes all my force of will not to slice him open and eat his liver raw.
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like you're not really helping your case. Just a thought there, champ. Anyway, God, I wish I could put this science into some money. Well, one last buy, and I think I've bought everything from this guy.
Fire and steel, cogs and...
Any chance you can just get me some money there, whatever your name is?
Oh, do forgive me, my friend. I was so lost in thought, not even an elven ranger could have led me out of its wilderness. Gladly shall I...
Oh, yeah, this is dragon shit for the RTS. No wonder I'm getting all this research. They expect me to buy RTS stuff with it. That's not happening. I just want money, baby. Anyway, I can double the country's money output for 1 turn. Oh, for 2 turns, hell yeah. Absolutely. That place is now pumping out 14. I love it. Let's see. You have 0 money? Come on, man. Unbelievable. It's like you don't even like me. I'm out here liberating the dwarves. That guy's got 8. That could be really good. I'm out here liberating dwarves and he's not even gonna pretend like he likes me. The nerve. Juggernaut into the city. Excuse me. Think I'll buy another Juggernaut if it pleases the court. Wonder how many Juggernauts I'll need to absolutely ruin my sister's war factory over here. Claim it for myself. Put a damper on her spread of her armies. Certainly her forces should be more concerned about this over here. My brother's capital, yeah. Not so much this front line. Just a thought. I can probably throw at least 1 trooper over there. 1, yeah. Every little bit helps, right? Move an imp fighter in there. And I think I can build another imp fighter for my trouble. I can! Excellent, excellent. Oh, I should tank the population of, God, building up on both fronts. Should tank the population where that war factory is. Oh, God, now they're unloading units. And building more and more. Ah, oh, God, this is not good. Swapper swoons for Elvin Bell. Emperor denies him duel after insult. That's about right. Love those mercenaries. Love those mercenaries.
Edmund surprised us all, Commander. If he could win the approval and even friendship of surly Lord Larricher, he must have behaved. Behaved like an elf. Quite wonderful, if a little disturbing.
Yes, well, so it goes. How'd it go then, Edmund? How do you think it went?
I went to have a word with Elizabetha, wanting to warn her about Edmund, and indeed all men.
True.
But from what I hear, he's been quite the gentleman. Always have I regarded that word to be a contradiction in terms, but Edmund is trying hard to prove me wrong.
Well, he'll have to keep trying.
You'll be glad to know, Commander, that I followed your advice. Despite the tactless treatment I received from Lord Larricher, I was the very picture of gallantry at a dinner thrown in my honor by darling Elizabetha, during which I amazed them all by my command of elf etiquette in the ancient tongue.
That probably would impress them, actually, yes.
As the evening drew to a close and the ladies retired to the music room, the Lord poured me a brandy and apologized for his ill-chosen words uttered during previous occasions. I'm now quite at home when I visit the estate, enwrapped in a friendly warmth, weirdly welcomed by my cold-blooded self.
I'm glad you came around.
I am the one most amazed, for never would I have thought myself capable of enjoying the company of others, let alone non-lizards. Love conquers all, if you'll forgive the platitude.
Well, I'm glad you came around. What's the throne room got for me?
Commander, we dwarves would like to place imp surgeons in the hospitals of the realm.
Sure.
With their delicate tools and techniques, they can remove kidneys, lungs, parts of liver, and more from willing donors. These volunteer donors would be paid well, and the harvested organs will save the lives of many a wounded soldier.
That sounds fine. That's... Well, you're 2 for 2 here, Falstaff. That's impressive.
We undead have little knowledge of internal organs.
Uh-huh.
But what we lack in physical substance, we make up for in mental agility.
Of course.
And it is my opinion that the dwarven proposal seems a sound one.
Oh.
No objections here, Commander.
Thought you would have called that unnatural, but yeah, all right, sure. Organ donation? Yeah, why not?
A terrible idea
Of
that
course.
would lead to abuse in no time.
Really?
Unscrupulous souls will round up the enfeebled from among the dregs of society and force them into selling their very innards.
I don't.
Don't open this amoral cesspit, Commander.
I'm not sure that's an incredibly likely scenario.
Excellent.
Oh, I
Those
already voted. Well, I was going to vote for that anyway, but I wanted to hear everyone's opinion.
On your head be it, Commander. I have a nephew who'll start building breeding farms the very instant he hears he may.
Okay, we need to have a word with you in private. You're a freak. You're a little freak. I don't know what he was going to say to try and persuade me against it, but Trinculo's a little freak. Anyway, God. I was all set and ready to take this capital, and then my sister dumps a fucking army on me. What's our plan? Survive this onslaught by my sister. Like, this is so many units she's got here. She was so bent on attacking our brother over here, and now she's pulling everyone back from the front lines to threaten me. No. Rude. Bad sister. The nerve of you. Can I just... Okay, yeah, they have to go around that way. I figured as much. Get another imp fighter in there. Oh, I have 3 balloons here? Absolutely. Why are we doing that? There you go. Absolutely send at least 2 that way. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and there's an imp fighter out here on the waters I forgot about. Send you to the countries as well. And you. More juggernauts. Your emperor commands it. And I have money for even more. That card paid off. More juggernauts. Yes. The seas will run red with you, dear brother, as soon as I'm done settling this mess out. Building a war factory right on my front. The nerve of you. Actually, I could maybe build a... Only a wizard tower. Do I need anything? Tavern's godly expensive. So is a war factory. Oof. Academy might be... Actually, no, not really. Parliament strategy. Might be worth Parliament, I guess. So now we're at the bank. It makes 1 gold, this horrid place. Alright. Oh, they built a tavern. Oh, and I keep... Okay, I gotta... Yeah. Somebody wants my attention for something. Hold on, let me... I screwed something up. Let me load the game real quick. It's crazy, it crashed. And then loaded right back up. I can sabotage their units, won't be able to move. That's all good, actually. Slaughter the population for a round. Stops recruiting. And, oh, she's like making money here. Get rid of her money. Destroy it, I say. Now we end the turn. Oh, they're having a squabble out there. Oh, they're gonna die. Like, look at them numbers. Yeah, boy, if you can believe it, Yellow's taking this one. Yep, there it goes. Yellow doing all it can to stay on the defensive. Oh, did she move units here? You trollop, what are you doing? God, everyone wants 15 bucks. I only got 11. These are... I don't want to lose these units. This is my lines, you whore. Damn my treacherous sister. In-game. I don't want to waste all my mercenary cards. When I could use them for my invasions. Do I have hunters? I don't think I have hunters. I do not have hunters. Alright, well. Just kill everyone before they kill you. That's what we have the Juggernauts for, right? Well, no, they killed the armor. Great. And the trooper. And my extra trooper. Just killed him! Fucking God. Lost too many units to that. Which is to say any. Ugh. What, here too? You're out here flipping. These are. Oh my God. Lost a grenadier to that. I'm not even bothering you over there. So our insult to remain unavenged, Edmund no more than a gutless gecko, comments fellow anonymous general. Ah, who could it have been? Organ free for all, given go-ahead. Heartless emperor looking for donor? Yes, more mercenaries. Let me guess, Edmund's story arc is finished and he has something to say?
You find me in a reflective mood, Commander. The bottom of a wine glass can serve as a gypsy's crystal, you see.
Nice
Gaze
slur.
upon it long enough, and times long past come parading afore one's eyes.
As you do, I guess.
As you can imagine, I was an exceptionally gifted child that outranked his schoolmates to such a degree I started to shun them.
Boy.
For their imbecility insulted me.
You were an asshole.
The academic world, too, quickly discovered and quickly discarded, had precious little to offer.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Clueless they all were, professors and students alike, like flies bumping up against glass.
You would love Reddit. I'm just gonna say it right now. You would go nuts for Reddit.
No, it was, and yet things have come to pass aboard the Raven that shed new light on my views.
Skip
A
the
light
dialogue.
that reveals they may have been somewhat distorted. I do believe I have mellowed to a degree.
Hey.
I've seen sides of all these other creatures that actually show merit in their own peculiar ways. More often than not, it was your forcing my hand in directions contrary to my instincts that lay at the basis of this epiphany. So I suppose a word of thanks is in order.
You're welcome.
To be honest, I don't know if I'll ever truly regard an elf or a dwarf as my equal. Yet no longer will I maintain their worth to be less than that of an owl's pellet, which perhaps is a first step in the right direction.
Boy, you've come so far.
But enough of this introspection, Commander. Let us fill our wine glasses anew.
Sure.
I have sent word of your decisions, Commander. With each new conquest you make, you win the hearts of more women in the realm.
My ego's gonna get a little too big if I keep talking to you.
Our victory was so complete.
I guess you and Edmund are gonna be the ones having arcs in the next act, because you guys haven't, well, he's been an asshole, but you haven't done a whole lot, Scarlet, so look forward to hearing all about you in the next act. God, I just have so much science I'm not doing anything with. Because there's nothing else to buy. What to do, what to do? Is that... He's got a Zeppelin? Shoot the damn Zeppelin down. As far as the rest of you... can't invade the country on the same turn, unfortunately, as I make the Juggernaut. That being said, I have got plenty of mercenaries, and 3 Juggernauts is probably enough to... 8 Devastators! Are you out of your fucking mind? You got 8 Devastators! I have to get rid of this fucking thing. I need to take this factory. She's building too much of an army against me in too short a span. I got 5 balloons, 3 Juggernauts, 4 planes, and 2 Devastators. That's a sizable army. And yet I need more. Give me a balloon. That can actually make it to her in 1 turn. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, a balloon cannot make it to her in 1 turn. But a fighter should be able to. Not a card. Oh, I get 2 units now. Movement points. Fighter has 4. Zeppelin has 3. Oh, Zeppelin could make it. I'll take a Zeppelin and an Imp Fighter. Ha 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 ha! Excellent. Right, I'll save there. The eye is growing bored of my twiddling my thumbs while I let them all just kill each other. And then there's, you know, the other one. Moved one Devastator in? I don't... Okay, one Devastator and something else. Just show me the fights! What'd you move in? Oh, well, first there's that. I'm just gonna assume that one can handle itself. Yay. Bit of a coin flip, 63, or 65 to 23. But, you know, did its job. Now the big one. One Hunter and one Devastator. I have a 79% chance to win. She has a 0% chance to win, so I think I'm fine, actually. Gonna take down some of my fighters, though, I'm noticing, in that time. Stop shooting my fighters! Those cost me money, damn it! God, I need to take her factory. She has so many transports. Mace Wind presents Empire with no real advantage. Yeah, well, sadly, that's true. I can sabotage a parlet in an enemy country. Nice. I can build an emporium. I don't know what that'll do me, but sure. What do you two want?
Ah, Henry. How his vagaries amuse me. A woman that rejects him must therefore not be interested in men, so goes his logic.
Ah, for God's sake.
As if one can blame any woman romanced by that buffoon to abstain from men forever.
True.
You know I don't hold a high opinion of men in general, Commander.
Same.
But Henry does go out of his way to reaffirm what some would call my prejudices.
Understandable.
I'm glad Scarlet saw the light and kicked him out of her bed.
Wow.
Even a girl as frivolous as her can do infinitely better.
Absolutely. I need to have a word with Scarlet. What is your angle? What do you mean? Oh, is she in my chambers?
What the hell is the matter with Scarlet?
She looked at you.
Here we're having some extracurricular horizontal recreation, and suddenly she bails on me. I tell you, she must have knocked her head against the door and started liking girls all of a sudden.
Are you suggesting...
No woman denies herself my affections from one moment to the next.
Well, I would hope they all do, actually, but... Are you suggesting that you need a concussion to like women? Because... that... I'm not sure you thought that through, my guy. But true, women do be cute. Yeah, she ran to my room. So what's your take on that?
You remain true to your legacy, my friend.
Bye.
Damn that loudmouth, Henry. I'll emasculate him with a pair of pincers if he doesn't hold his tongue. We've been having a bit of fun, you know. Casual like.
You can do better. So much
now
better.
I told him that the fun's over, he's telling everyone I must be into girls all of a sudden because that's the only explanation for rejecting a true blue man like him. Filthy pig.
He is.
How dare he? How? But... Oh, fudge, what's the use? Why would I stand here and pretend before the dragon, the ruler of worlds? Never have I said this to anyone, Commander. But it is true. I am a lesbian.
Oh my God.
The die has been cast.
Happy Pride.
When I was 16, you see, I first fell in love with another girl. But when my parents found out, they were furious. Threatened to disown me and sent me to military school. They vowed that if I'd show any sign of being attracted to another girl ever again, they'd never more show me kindness or affection.
Wow, they sound like they suck.
That is the secret I've lived with ever since. I force myself to sleep with men, but it is all a farce.
Why don't you just
a hollow way of ever
not
so
do that?
shallowly satisfying hidden, unacknowledged needs.
Oh, I see.
I was forced to live a life of lies, and believe me, I can handle it, but I can't bear to have my real nature dangled in front of me as a means of mockery.
Inclined to be sympathetic towards that. Don't ask, don't tell policy. Or, what if I told Henry to go screw himself?
Thank you, Commander. To have your support means a great deal to me. More than you can imagine. Perhaps one day I'll be free. Free to be who I am. We'll see.
I mean, I did legalize it, I think, and save a gay undead artist. Anyway. Time for a bit of war, I think. Alright, so we've let this farce go on long enough. Where is it? Okay, yeah, her forces are, no, weakened might be, excuse me, the wrong word, but I need to be careful, because if I do throw units here and take her factory, she does still have this, which is pretty heavily like, fortified, I'd say. That is frustrating. I am frustrated. I need to, like, have every unit there explode. Ooh, I could stop them from moving. Okay, what does she have? Armor, Devastator, Transport, Trooper, Grenadier. Armor, Grenadier, and Trooper are the three big ones. So, play Armor. Can I play more cards? Nice. Well, I can at least shut down her, Devastators as well. Let's see. I think the move is, do you have 2 movement? No, you don't. You do. Now, I think the movement, or the move is, quick, everyone! Siege! A siege! A glorious siege! A little bit of sieging, I should think. 61%. I really need to take this because she's been running much too wild and rampant with it. I can probably move you down and be fine. Same with you. Throw you in there as well, why not? And the Zeppelin, 1, 2, 3. You can at least back this country up. Oops. Righto. A lot of scribbles I have as units flood into this country where she had the audacity to build a war factory. I could also just break that building, I'm pretty sure. Tavern, but I want that tavern. That said, she could stand to do with a few less war factories, I think. Oh, can I not break the building here? Oh, man. I thought I had a sabotage card to break a building. There's only, like, a parliament building. There's absolutely only a parliament building. Fuck it, why not? Might as well sabotage it. Nothing else going on. Could stand to get some more units as a result, though. Bring me another, Juggernaut. And you're a tavern, not a factory. And you! God, I could really use that war factory on this island. It'd be very nice. It's elf run, too, so hopefully I'd get more people out of it than the imp run one. Yeah, give me another balloon. We'll save there. 63% chance to win, and I've got a ton of mercenaries. Let's do this. All right, she's going to war over there and down here. Fair enough, fair enough. Those appear to be the 2 big battles. Let's do this. Them first. Okay, gee, I wonder who's going to win. Well, they fought valiantly. Green takes it. Yeah, she's too powerful. Green is too powerful. Alright, I can't afford any of you because you're all demanding 15 gold and I have 14. Thanks. Thanks, friends. Anyway, Juggernauts. Bring me imp fighters. Bring me devastators. Bring me balloons. Bring me, I have more balloons. I have armors. I get shamans, they're good support units. Bring me shamans! Launch the assault! And hopefully only mercenaries die, if anyone dies. I prefer no one die, but I'm hoping only mercenaries do. They have a lot of Devastators I need to destroy. So far, they've only taken down my Shaman Balloons, which is good. That is mercenaries. I'm getting through those Devastators. Those Juggernauts are worth their weight in gold. Hell yeah. Lost 3 planes. That's a loss I can live with. I got a factory for my trouble. Caught in intimate conversation with General Scarlet, she leaves a flutter. Has affair with Dragon? I wish. Triumph trumps overkill. What do you mean? Even undead perplexed? What do you mean overkill? I won the day. That's what matters. Oh, and I got more mercenaries for my trouble. Nice. Yes?
I know Scarlet shared something with you, Commander. Something deeply personal.
She has ligma.
And it's not hard for me to guess what that something was. It gladdens me to see that you have treated her with respect. So very unmanly of you. That's a compliment, by the way.
I like you.
I've noticed a peculiar change in Scarlet, Commander. She seems happier somehow, less prone to take rash decisions in combat. She's almost of value to us. Wouldn't that be a treat?
I tolerate you. Anyway, hey, Scarlet.
When I see your face, it is like a beacon of light, Commander.
Aww.
Such is the relief that I have a person to confide in, that it feels as if I have been pushing a boulder uphill all my life, and that now I can finally let it go. Watch it tumble downhill and out of sight. Glory be to the Emperor, whom I may call my friend.
Yay.
Don't worry, Commander. I didn't breathe another word about Scarlet and her ways. It's a relief to know I was right all along, though.
Of course.
When a woman says no to me, we all know what that means. Not interested in men. Period.
I don't like you. Anyway, what do you want, you fuck?
One has but to look at our gold reserves, Commander, to see that they are dwindling fast.
I could use more money.
I therefore propose we cease to aid developing countries financially.
No.
Them greedy buggers can take care of themselves for a change.
Absolutely not. Foreign aid? You're out of your fucking mind.
To give away what one has aplenty to those bereft of riches is a duty, Commander, as stipulated by the Seven. What Sir Falstaff wants directly opposes that rule, and hence must not be accepted.
True. Glad we agree.
Charity is one of the cornerstones of civilization, Commander. Don't let the dwarves hack it out of society's foundation.
True. Glad we agree.
I don't appreciate Sir Falstaff's wording of his proposal, Commander, but I do agree with him.
Ah.
Philanthropy is the prerogative of peace. In times of war, it is war we need to invest in.
A rare L for you, Prospera.
Why invest in poor people when you can invest in munitions factories? Falstaff's got the right idea.
Okay, well. Hey, shut up, you three.
You're wasting the Empire's resources.
Rare Oberon.
Donations
and
end up in a
Yorick
couple of
agreeing,
fat
W.
officials' pockets. The populace doesn't even get a penny to divide between 100 of them. I thought everybody knew that.
Okay, well, we should stop that then and, like, gut that system and put in a real one.
For to give to unfortunates is to become oneself more fortunate. Thus it is written, and thus shall it be.
I didn't understand a word of that.
And what will you withhold next? Funds for orphanages? Donations to veterans? Contributions to... You know, I'm going to stop talking because I know Falstaff is already memorizing these examples for future use.
You stop sending... Yeah, I guess he's yelling at Falstaff, not me, because I said no, I won't stop sending them.
You're
Yeah, there
wasting...
you go.
The noble decision is not necessarily the right one, Commander.
Yes, it is.
Oh, humbug. You're missing out on a shell a shilling, Commander. What a waste.
Oh, quiet you. Get back to making me things that explode. Speaking of which, a bit of war. Alright, well. Quite the situation I find myself in. I need units. Give me Devastators. A devastating amount. And I need to take this post haste. That is, she's got a bulk of army here, and she's definitely gonna be up my butt and put another goddamn factory in Kalimakala. Camilla Kala. Huh. Alright. Yeah, she's definitely not gonna let that slide, so I need to move my butt. Tragically, I cannot get, well, I can start moving juggernauts. Actually, I can get some juggernauts in there right now. Throw 2 of them in there. We're already at, well, 6% is not a lot to write home about, actually. 3 balloons? 41%'s pretty good. Let's go. A Zeppelin. 41 went to, okay, well, not exactly a huge leap. 50. Wow, they really don't like balloons over here. By them not liking them, I mean I'm doing great with them. Is that a transport full of, oh my god. Alright, we are gonna have to bomb these idiots. Wish I had an imp fighter to take care of that, but I do not, sadly. Oh, actually, hold on. Just, you know, I'm gonna throw 1 Juggernaut out there. Yeah, 1 Juggernaut blowing up the 1 transport should be totally fine and free. It's only 60% though, so I'll send an Ironclad out as well. 66, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take that ship out. We're at 50% over here. Alright, you're gonna move in here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 55%. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I have 1 imp fighter, which is annoying. 1 devastator, 2 balloons, 3 devastators. I am building 3 devastators. I could probably spare 1 devastator in here. That changed nothing. That's concerning. Another balloon. Just the 1. Just the 1 balloon. 58. Ugh. Well then. I'm gonna buy me another imp fighter. You're already spent. These imp fighters can do some damage, it seems. And they're kind of cheap at only 10, I think. Yeah. Which also conveniently leaves me enough to hire a general if I need it. Alright. Alright. Here's hoping this can turn some tides here. Obviously that country, and I'm attacking her transport that seemed to be coming for my areas over here. Very rude of her. Alright, first the ship battle. I don't see me really losing this. I don't know where the other 30% has gone, but I think I'll be fine. Wow. Well, I guess an Ironclad's not that impressive for whatever reason, but yeah, the Juggernaut proved more than enough. Hopefully took out some units with it. Ooh. Is that a tavern he had, or is that a war factory he wanted to build? I think that's a tavern. God damn it. My brother can't... I'm trying to capitalize on her fighting a war on 2 fronts, and my brother's failing at every damn turn. Ugh. Give me some Zeppelins in there. 68. Yeah, sure. She can lead. Come on, bomber balloons. You took out the Zeppelin before any of the mercenary Zeppelins. It's extremely annoying, actually. I lost 1 balloon and a bunch of Zeppelins, but you know what? The Zeppelins were the most expendable. Frustrating thing is I don't have any units there, so I wasn't able to take it. I forgot I need to send a land unit. Scarlet Gidea's schoolgirl. She and the Emperor spend too much time together, says disapproving Yorick. Yorick can shove it up his bony ass. Tax money wasted on charlatan charities. Cash stream to con countries continue. It's a whole con country. Isn't that crazy? I received 2 less gold, but my luck's gone up. Well, that's nice. I suppose. Yeah, whoops. I forgot to put people there. Well, I can fix that very quickly. Alright, we'll move a armor in there. Just the one for now. How's my money situation? I guess I don't need another a war factory. I've got that one. Yes, and that will take that land. God. More transports. Can I send you to deal with this? I'll take those odds. You know what? Have some backup. 85. I like them odds. Yeah, I need to cripple her. Pretty quickly here. She's getting too big for her britches. Give me more bombers! You know what? Throw some hunters in there. Huzzah! Alright. Fighting some battles, not taking any countries. Alright. I can live with that. I can live with that. I fear she's gearing up over here to come after this area, which is only a Devastator and Juggernaut. Oh, if it's a Juggernaut, actually. Just dump in the water there. Any transport that comes this way has to fight a Juggernaut, and that's not a good time for a transport. As far as this Juggernaut, go back home to base. I'd forgotten about him, so thanks for reminding me. Save game. Resume. How's up here looking? Transport, armor, bomber balloon. Okay, that's not too bad. Trooper, armor, bomber balloon, armor hunter. We got a fair few units up there, but I will also say nothing's really going on up here. I could probably expend some units. Hello, Clover. You've missed so many political decisions. Edmund fell in love with, or not Edmund. Was it Edmund? Yeah, the lizard guy fell in love with an elf and admitted not all races are worthless owl droppings. Scarlet's a lesbian. Those are the big ones. Making money moves on the war front. Oh yeah, he came back. He came back. That Zeppelin trying to take it. I don't think the Zeppelin will do much though. Well, I believe in the... yeah, okay, alright. You have a problem, ma'am. A problem I intend to fix with mercenaries. That is all the mercenaries I have. Shit. 40% chance to win. I don't like those odds, but I can't let her destroy a Juggernaut. She destroyed my Juggernaut. That's not ideal. That, however, I have no worries about winning, if you can believe it, so. Thank you. Let him get 2 units. He was 1 guy. I also don't have much worry about this one. Yeah, thank you. They should all be that easy. Official picture released. Emperor not a half-dragon after all. Reports on recent battlefield. Well, slow news day, I guess. More mercenaries. Love to see it. Hello, girls. What's up?
How much more base and depraved can a soul get when it seeks the death of a child to further its interests? Henry and I may not always see eye to eye, but if I can save his daughter, I will do what I can. And Scarlet feels the same.
How's that now?
Commander, we have anxiously awaited your return, for our spies brought dire news. Some obscure nobleman by the name of Drury has ordered top assassins to kidnap and kill Henry's daughter Anne. Her death would crush him, and that's exactly how that prick tries to get the attention of our enemies. By robbing you of one of your generals, he seeks the same post in their armies.
Well, that's fucked.
You know there'd be no stopping Henry. He sped off home the instant he heard the news. So now Catherine and I would like your permission to go after him. If he has to face those backstabbing bastards, we want to face them with him.
Well, I don't like Henry, but I do like you two. So, yeah, go.
Yes, Commander. We'll hack them to pieces and be back in time for happy hour.
I like you. Oh, yeah, also, you missed it. Catherine at one point said the greatest thing for her if I were to magically wake up one day and suddenly be a woman. Because she likes me so much, she really wishes I was a woman. Hey, Edmund, what's up?
Henry has a spot of daughter trouble, has he? These teenage girls, they're all the same. Scarlet and Catherine actually want to abandon ship and rush to her rescue. Can you imagine?
Oh, you were
At
here
least
for
I
that.
have the sense of duty to remain here in the epicenter of your power, where generals are truly needed.
That's great.
Well, there's that, and the fact that I just can't be bothered.
Huh, weren't you just saying you slightly respect races more, you jerk? Harsh words from me, I know. Dropping a hard J on a Monday. These are... Ugh. Oh, did they take out my land unit? I need land units there! Ugh. To keep the damn thing, I need land units there. Or a trooper in there. Didn't I just build some I built a bunch of Devastators and, like, shit over here. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll throw a Devastator in there. Throw one back there to make up for its losses. There we go. Okay. Get you in there. Get you in there. Bolster these front lines so that my sister can screw off. God. Then there's this problem. Any chance I can wipe it out with force? Apparently not. That's 21%. That's not good. I need... buy some planes is what I need. What are imp fighters weak to? Grenadiers and ironclads. Ugh, those aren't units I can use in the seas. I guess an ironclad is one I can, right? Fine, I'll build an ironclad. Get to sailing. Oh, you're a war factory. I can just build units here. What the? I can't build any unit. Oh my god. Ugh. You disgust me. Knight's Gorge. Why do I even have you? I threw a Juggernaut there and everything. So I'm trying to hold my lines against my insane sister, and it's going, unfortunately, somewhat poorly. It's Devastator's movement too. Bring me Devastators. Only one. Ugh, fine, whatever. Okay, well, not what I would call the most money of moves, but like I said, we're just trying to hold the lines at this point. Leave me alone, sister! God, what are you... This is battle, I have 82%. I like those odds. Don't play any cards. Good. I only have Edmund, because all the other ones ran off to help him. I have Juggernaut mercenaries and armor mercenaries. I think I'll be fine, honestly. Throw Edmund in there and call it a day. You really took out a Devastator. And a balloon. God, the mercenary put more work in than my actual Devastator. Now it's not got a unit in there again. I need a land unit stationed there to hold the damn front. Obscure plot to kidnap General's daughter has military leaders desert the Raven. We are without command, laments senior officers. No, they had Edmund. What do you mean? Now I've got mercenary. Yeah, good stuff, mercenaries. How's it going?
Dear, oh dear. It seems my esteemed colleagues made a mess of things. But why blame them, really?
Oh yeah, Clover, you get to see, do you want to see how the wife
Counselor,
turned out?
Of course, not to know any confrontation with hardened assassins is bound to leave a trail of, a variety of things. Blood, ash, and general destruction come to mind. Perhaps I should have gone with them after all. Sounds like they had a jolly old time.
All right, before you say anything, I will say she turned out very happy. She likes what happened. We slapped flesh on
I
her.
took a stroll in the sun today, my lord and love. Never could I have imagined the wonder that is to feel the light of life, find comfort on one's skin. Such dulcet delight, such subtle sensibility.
Turned her into a poetic goth Frankenstein. With some sweet tattoos that are definitely from other people, but, don't worry about it.
My word. What a wonder it is to experience the boundless tears of taste. The ceaseless subtlety.
Oh, and York hates it.
Her rose's fragrance may uplift one's soul. Savor a strawberry, nectar from the earth. And the quintessence of life quakes in gentle vibration. To be, my love. To be.
She can taste food! Yep. She's happy, and she's kinda hot, so I think everything worked out for the best.
Your generals are out of control, Commander.
No.
Now, I appreciate they stood together to rescue Henry's daughter, but when the end result has a tally of 2 incinerated buildings, a ruined hall of industry, and a few dozen dead or wounded, it seems to me they were a tad too enthusiastic.
Honestly, Henry, Scarlet, and Catherine, that's less than I was expecting in terms of damage.
They may be used to battlefields alone these days, but we do not tolerate such mayhem in our cities. Someone needs to pay.
And not them, though. Rescued the guy's daughter. That sounds normal. Yeah, exactly. Congrats, everyone.
We did it, Commander. Anne has been rescued. Hardest fight I ever fought, but it was worth it. I'm sorry to say, though, those damned assassins spared not the citizens that stood in their way. Many died, but not by our blades.
Well, that's good.
We accomplished our mission, Commander. But I shudder to think at what cost. No wonder the councillors are in an uproar.
Good to see you, Commander. I've been meaning to thank you for the role you've played in the rescue of my dear Anne. 'Twould have been another story entirely had Catherine and Scarlet not come to my aid. Wonders of women.
True.
You should have seen us. And we reached before those bloody assassins did. But they beset us in far greater numbers than we could have foreseen. They used imp-throwing bombs, lizard arrows tipped with poison, dwarf axes that could cut through steel, but we held them off time and again. We 3 duelists, shoulder to shoulder.
That sounds rad. I kind of wish I'd gone instead of the war table, actually.
Of course, there was a touch of collateral damage, I suppose. One of those imp devices rolled right into an undead kindergarten.
Okay,
but
well...
really, those skeletal scamps are already dead to begin with, right? I thought it was rather funny. A shower of bones, it was. Came clattering down like dry hail.
A kindergarten? Really? That wasn't preventable in any way?
Is that a reason to be a killjoy and scream bloody murder? 'Cause that's what those gods-be-damned councillors of yours are doing. They demand restitution and the likes. I've half a mind to demonstrate what functionalities come with this arm of mine, and where they can put them.
My options are I need them off my back, someone has to take for the fall, I don't care who it is, see it's done. Oh, he's just gonna blame, like, someone that not him, then. Your daughter is safe and well if that means you have to face music because innocents were hurt, even though it's not your fault. Is that not a great price to pay?
I suppose not. So what happens next? I have to pay a fine or something? Do community service for the undead? Air out some crypts and polish their coffins? Bah! By every demon ass in hell, the things we do for our children, Commander.
Listen, a kindergarten was blown up, okay? Also, what's York doing here?
Seven be merciful when your generals descend unto our cities, Commander. When they paint the town red, they transcend the mere figure of speech. We undead have children to mourn because of their escapades, and we demand hefty reimbursement.
Well, I mean, there are dead children, so that's about what I'm inclined to agree.
I'd like to raise a proposition about education, Commander.
Go on.
Did you know that school children waste precious hours each and every week on religious teachings?
What?
What folly!
I
They could be
agree.
Studying science instead.
Absolutely.
So, let's just scrap that mumbo golly jumbo from the curriculum and teach our children valuable things instead.
100% agree. I'm sure everyone here agrees. Yes, Yorick?
You probably expect me to explode with rage about now, Commander, but no. I am calm and content, for I know you have the sapience to cast the imp's ideas into the cesspit, where they belong.
Ooh, a new tactic from Yorick. It won't work, but I respect he's trying something else.
I understand Trinculo's concerns, but to ban religious education outright is a step too far, Commander.
No, I don't think it
One has
is.
but to behold the glory of our Green Mother, to know divine inspiration sparked
well-
her creation.
I guess maybe in a world where the gods are tangible beings that you can, like, go and visit. Like, there's a literal demon chained to this ship. Maybe religious teaching's a little more valuable in this world. It's like, oh, that's God over there, on top of that building. Oh.
No place for faith or tradition whatsoever. What a load of old cobblers. Every dwarf child should know the stories of Hundra Dragonslayer, glory be his hammer. The sagas of Siegfried Votanson, the World Shaper. It's not because these god heroes lived a long time ago and some of their exploits sound a bit far-fetched that we shouldn't honor their message or merit.
Again, in a world where that's actually tangible, I'm a bit more understanding to teaching religion.
I quite agree with Trinculo, Commander.
Well, that doesn't
We
surprise me.
lizards don't put much stock in religion, and the world has no end of trouble with those that do. Let's keep our lessons secular and sensible, for the benefit of us all.
You two are my favorites. It's just, again, there's a literal demon in my fireplace. So religion clearly has some merit in this universe. Gotta weigh that pro and con, you know? I mean, fuck, this guy comes back to life because the gods say, hey, you're undead now. Clearly, there is, like, religious things going on. Wow, it's also 9 o'clock. Good lord. I have too much fun playing this game. I'll make the decision, make some money moves, and then we'll do one more turn. The classic one more turn. Call it a night there. Scrap religion from curriculum. I think in this universe I can't. Normally I don't give a fuck, but in this universe I can't.
So, you'd rather see our children spend time on bedtime stories?
The gods
about
are
7
actual
topics in the
beings
sky
in this
than
world.
sense and science? Really, Commander? I had thought there was more to draconic intellect than this.
It's... whatever.
There, you see. I knew I needn't worry. All I shall do now is pray unto the gods and ask for a great flood that will cleanse the land of imps.
Aren't you kind of a god? I'm half dragon. Little different. My mom was full dragon, though, so maybe.
Excellent decision. The imps explain many things through science, that is true. But what about magic? I doubt even Maxos would deny its super-earthly nature, and it's important our children understand this.
Yeah! I'm inclined to agree. In a world where magic and gods are real things...
I knew you'd see the light. How about we have a drink later, and I'll tell you all about Hundra, bane of 1,000 dragons.
You know what? I might skip that
Or
one.
will that just give you nightmares?
Yeah, I might skip that one, actually.
I had hoped you'd have the courage to follow Trinculo's advice. But sadly, you opted to follow the will of the majority, not the will of wisdom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now the will of the majority is a bad idea, Miss Let's put Falstaff in charge. Fucking, I'm glad I disagreed. Outrageous. Alright, let's have a bit of war and then one more turn. Okay. She won't fucking stop throwing units at this stupid island. Just so she can have a foothold south of me. The problem is, I can't do anything about it because I need to put land units there. I guess I do have land. Okay, Devastator, Armor, Trooper. All of you move in. Devastator. Hunter. I have a Juggernaut there? Oh, good for me. That plane of theirs go? Somewhere. Or in Flyer went somewhere. God damn, how many does she have? 16 Devastators and 21 Hunters. Good lord. She's gonna be a pain to take down. Ah, there he went. Ironclad. 69, nice. Zeppelin? 81? Yeah, take that damn fighter down. It's gonna be the bane of me. I do need... Can I build a unit here, please? Oh, my God. No cards I can play to improve this horrid place? Extra gold, honestly. Oh, increased by 300? Absolutely. Not gonna let me build a damn unit? Nope, of course not. Ugh. Alright, well. You can, increase revenue there. You're also an ironcladded up. That's fine. Actually, the ironclad I want making moves to guard this area. Any other aerial units? Then there's you. We're gonna throw Juggernauts in here. We're gonna send 2 balloons. Whoops. 2 balloons this way. And I've got 45 bucks. We're gonna buy a balloon and an armor. Good stuff. Okay. Save there. End the turn. Who's going to war? Just there. Put some crab cakes in the oven. Nice. Alright, this thing's gotta die, right? And it's gonna not take any of my units with it, right? I hate you. God damn, whatever. I killed it. That's what matters. General causes massive havoc. Branded child killers by undead and Emperor agrees. What? Oh, yes. Emperor says religion is more important than science. This will lose us the war, claim angry imp engineers. Probably would if that's what I said, but it's not. I like that you can see everyone and their princesses and the counselors and god damn! Excuse me. Ladies?
Those high and mighty counselors sure did a number on Henry, as if he's the one that caused so much trouble. Have they quite forgotten about Lord Drury's merry band of assassins? He's been asking me for a loan, you know, being robbed of his gold.
Oof.
Asked for quite a lot, actually. But I guess I can't rightly refuse him. A begging man is more agonizing to look upon than a begging dog.
Damn. But hey, you know what? I guess he'd have his back, so...
General Henry got his comeuppance, Commander. I can only hope he'll reflect on his sentence with proper repentance and humility. Yet, knowing Henry, pigs will fly first.
The man rescued his daughter. I think you guys are being a little harsh on him. I'm not gonna see him just foist the, blame on somebody else, but still.
Combat and carnage.
Okay.
I may have derided the imps before, Commander, but I must admit their war machines are marvels of engineering.
Agreed.
It's over, Commander. I stood before a tribunal, was described as a maniac, a vandal, an arsonist, and even a murderer. But I bore it all with quiet dignity, my jaws clenched tighter than Prosper's ass. They took my land, my titles, what gold I had stored, but I stood in silence, not giving them the satisfaction of showing my rage.
Damn, that is harsh.
Quite a change from the hothead Henry you know and love, isn't it, Commander? 'Twas down to Catherine and Scarlet, you know. Never would I have let those bastards of counselors unleash their barrage of injustice over me had I not rested easily in the knowledge that thereby I was shielding the friends who came to my aid without as much as a thought for their own safety.
Aw, well that's, you know what, actually nice of you.
My daughter came to no harm, and neither did my comrades in arms. All is well. Now, to toast them all with wine and beer, and again, and again. It'll have to be your treat, though, Commander. I'm penniless now, remember?
Yeah, alright, I guess I owe you a night of revelry. It's my idea that you take, the brunt of that. Oh, hold on. Yorick, I'm sure, had something to say. And we all care what he thinks.
Justice has been done under the all-seeing eyes of the mighty Seven. He who has cast down the bones of our brethren has himself been cast down into the dust. I didn't quite know what to make of Henry's attitude, though. I found myself paying for his whole trip back to ship. He kept going on and on about how sorry he was. Another drink, Yorick, to alleviate my guilt. Another drink, Yorick, in memory of those poor children. What could I do but pick up the tab?
Truly, what could he have done? Ah, those poor children. More drinks to their memory, Yorick. Of course, of course. Well played, Henry, well played. What else could I have done but pick up the tab? You robbed the guy, you might as well buy him a beer. Fucking Christ. Alright, well, before I go to a bit of war, that's is gonna be it for me tonight, it would seem. Oh dear. Well, Act 2 is getting a bit rougher. I'm making progress across the conquest, but they are putting up a fight, and by they I mean my sister in particular. Red and yellow are all but wiped out. Green is fucking throwing hands, though. She is not going down without a fight. But that is for next week. Thursday. Yes, I will be here Thursday. Next Thursday, a week from Thursday, not so much. Go over that. July's like June and July have been a real busy time for me. But anyway, that'll be all for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. Love you all. Be good people. Talk to you later. Back on Thursday for Miles Edgeworth, the great Ace Investigation attorney games. Good night, everybody, you shrewd bastards, you.